Hey. Hey. So I'm having to hold my phone today because I may have to be doing some green screening. So I feel like I'm fuzzy. Hey. I love how it says that there's one person in here, and there's obviously more than one person in here. Hey, so we're gonna talk today. There was I'm on YouTube too. Hey everybody, this is gonna be kind of an interesting live, something I kind of really don't want to have to address, but I got told a particular thing. Hello, and I kind of wanted to talk about it. There's some rumors going around about a situation with a person, and I don't know. Look, yeah, no, it was fucking up on YouTube. So you got my notification, yay. Okay, so there's a situation that apparently happened yesterday, and I don't know the validity of it. Sadly, I have to say I don't know the validity of it. And that's the part that's unfortunate for me to have to even question something like this happening. But apparently the room we're gonna say the rumor of an alleged event. The rumor of the alleged event is there is a person on this app that supposedly unalived themselves due to bullying from Fancy and Pink Cat. Um, Now you guys know that if I thought about trust me, and if this is true, um, is anybody surprised? Because I'm fucking not. Okay. If this is true, does this surprise me at all? No. It was bound to fucking happen one day. But, and as much as it pains me to have to even remotely okay, here's the thing, Kelly. We do not know if that was her brother. And I'm going to tell you why. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to give you guys some information on that because the situation is not nearly as cut and dry as it sounds. Um, this particular person, um, it came on TikTok yesterday, and I got pulled into somebody's live. This particular person supposedly unalived themselves due to bullying that apparently had taken place on Facebook. Because I had never seen it on TikTok, and I have some things here to talk about that will prove my point. Um, but so the problem is with this situation is, do we know it is real? And I hate with everything in me to even question it. And that's fucked up. That's fucked up. If you have mental issues, don't get on the internet, then we're all not safe. Because I don't know a person in this room or that room that ain't got some fucking mental issues. So I guess we all need to get the fuck off here. Anyway. So no, nobody like that. So I'm going to tell you guys some things that have happened in the past two-ish months. Here's the deal. Either it happened, it's unfortunate, and Fancy and April have really done the deed this time. And for me to get on this app to say what I'm about to say tells you how strongly I may feel about this. Because I'm going to give April and Sarah this much fucking leeway. It was put out there that this person named Sarah, not Pink Cat, unalived herself because of the way Fancy and Sarah have bullied her. And now, if that is true, number one, I'm going to need to see an obituary, and I'm going to tell you why. This sucks. This sucks beyond sucks because I don't ever want to have to question something, especially something of this manner. But when you're going to have allegations as monumental as somebody unalive themselves due to another person, regardless of how shitty that person is, it better be true. It better be true. Because taking your life is not it's not good, and doing it because you're bullied is even worse. But to fake it, to pin something on someone is not okay either. Okay, so there's reasons, and I have them. I got them all together so that you guys don't think I'm just talking out my asshole. Okay, the fact that I have to come on here and even give this much leeway to Fancy or Pink Hat because they are despicable people is I don't want to do it. Okay, I want to jump on the train of fuck Fancy, fuck Sarah. They finally ran somebody into the fucking ground and hold them accountable. And if we find out that this is true, they need to be held accountable. Let me just preface with that. If we find out that this person unalived themselves due to the bullying on TikTok and Facebook from Fancy and April, they need to be held accountable. Okay? Let me preface with that. Now, this is the shitty part. You guys ready? This is shitty. I'm already going to tell you it's shitty. It's awful. It's horrible. It's shitty. And if this woman is unalived, I'm going to feel really fucking shitty. Okay? Okay. Just so you know. Just so you know. If this is true, I'm going to look like an asshole, and that's okay. Because I'm going to tell you why it may not have happened. Yeah, I said it. I'm going to tell you why this person possibly faked their own death. I know, tinfoil hat time. It's not tinfoil hat time. I'm going to tell you guys some things that have happened, and I have proof right here, and I can green screen it on TikTok, hence why I'm holding the fucking phone, if people need to see things up close and personal. Now, I got called into a live asking if I knew anything about this particular person because they have the person who supposedly unalived themselves and Pink Hat Asshole as the same person. They're not. Pink Hat Asshole, if this is true, Pink Hat and Fancy have done what, first of all, none of us are shocked about, but they have made a cardinal sin in pushing someone to unalive themselves. Okay. I'm just going to put that out there. If this is true, as the allegations show, the allegation is by somebody named Bryce. We're gonna go all the way to the beginning because most of y'all have no fucking clue what I'm about to say because it just happened yesterday. So there's an allegation by somebody named Bryce with some numbers after it, who came in to another creator's live and made the comment that his sister Sarah had unalived herself due to the bullying from Fancy and Pink Hat on essentially Facebook. There was people who came on and totally agreed. They said, look, Fancy and Sarah Pink Hat were awful to this woman on Facebook. Okay, they were awful. People had seen it. There was proof, like it had happened. The bullying had happened. That was not a question. Okay. And so this person named Bryce came in and said that his sister, now via text, he did not have his voice. And again, the fact that I have to do this, it makes me sick. Anyway, he came in and he said that his sister unalived herself. Here's my problem. I know this person, and this person is not, there's no way to put this. This person is not okay. Okay. I've been dealing with the person in question who is saying, who has apparently unalived themselves. And I have all the proof sitting here on my iPad, on my phone. I can green screen it on TikTok. Okay. I have been dealing with this person since February. And So, and if one of Fancy's minions is in here, I'm going to give this much leeway to your cult master, because there is a possibility that the allegations against her may be false. If they are true, she is the biggest sack of shit on the planet. Let's just go there. So I want to preface this by saying all of this is allegedly. Allegedly, she unalived herself, and allegedly she did not unalive herself. I see a lot of people coming in this room, people that I recognize. Okay, y'all. Okay, there's a lot of people in here that are wanting a gun for Fancy, that are coming in here to hear what's going on, and we're going to go over it. Yes, Brandy, I'm going to go into all of that. I'm going to go into all of that. I'm going to go into all of that. I have all of it right here. I have all of it. So Sarah Anderson is not Pink Cat. Okay, Sarah Anderson, the person who allegedly unalived themselves, is not Sarah Pink Cat. Okay, Sarah Anderson is a woman from the UK who is not mentally okay, as I will show you in these text messages. When I started being with Fancy, we got a following, and some of them were, did she die for real? We don't know. And that's where I'm getting to. Okay. So her brother came in and said that she unalived herself. And here's the reason why I think she may not have. I'm reserving the right, and I will eat crow, and I will make a public apology if for some reason I am wrong. If somebody shows me a valid UK obituary that has not been altered or doctored in any way, shape, or form, I will come on here and publicly apologize, because this is something I never thought I would have to do. Okay, so this particular woman was a fan of Fancy. She was such a fan of Fancy. She would put, she is a real person. I know this for a fact. Just hear me out. I know this for a fact. This is a real person. This is an absolute real person, and and just hear me out. This person had become one of me and Fancy's followers, and she got really attached to Fancy, to the point where when me and Fancy split, she started making anti-Ryan content, and I thought she was somebody else. Okay, so that was my first run-in with Sarah Anderson, the alleged unalived. And so she was very, very, very pro-Fancy, very pro-Fancy. And this is why this is all very, very strange to me. She was very pro-Fancy. Well, something happened along the way, and I don't know what it was, but suddenly Sarah was all about me. Okay. But before that happened, and this is why when you guys say that her brother came in, which the brother followed me. And I'm going to tell you why that may not have been her brother. Back when I was talking to Christy Blanchard, and I have Christy's, because Sarah paraded herself as another person. Okay. And she messaged both me and Christy Blanchard saying that she was going to expose Christy, Gypsy, etc., that she had gotten a hold of whatever feds needed. She had she did not. She had autopsy. She had her brother was the lead detective on Gypsy's case. The woman's from the UK. The brother says he's from the UK, but Sarah alleges he was one of the main detectives, via his own words, on a live last night of the Gypsy Rose case. So there's delusion number one. Delusion number one is that this woman from the UK's brother, who is also from the UK, admittedly on his own profile, was one of the detectives in the Gypsy Rose case. There's delusion number one. Okay. So I'm going to read you an interaction that is Sarah, and I can prove it. A person named Johnny messaged me. A person named Johnny messaged me. And if you guys remember, there was a live I had where this Johnny person had messaged me a bunch of really random crazy shit. And Fancy was on a live and Johnny had not replied to me. And I was live on YouTube and Fancy was live on, I think, TikTok. And Johnny had not answered me. And I put Fancy's live on and texted. And April got up from the couch where she lives. And next thing I know, Johnny replies. Does anybody remember that live? It happened. Okay. It absolutely happened. There was a live. I texted Johnny. April got off the couch. Johnny replied. I said it had to, obviously Johnny is April. We had it set in stone, right? You guys remember that? You guys remember that? Okay. Everybody remembers that? Cool. So here's the problem. It was not Fancy. Hear me out. Johnny messages me at the end of February. This is a long ride. I can green screen it if need be, but hear me out. This is just a long ride. Go with me, and this is how I can prove that Sarah may have not unalived herself, and she has a penchant for impersonating people who could have been the brother that we never heard the voice of. Johnny messages me and says, last week when you shared, this is the beginning of it, by the way. This is the beginning of it. As you can see, there is her picture. That is her picture from Facebook because she changed it to prove it was her. And she sent me her license. I'm just going to preface with that. She sent me her license and her holding it. I know she's a real person. So Johnny here had a much different picture before she changed it. This is Sarah. This is a fact, and I can prove it. Last week when you shared the text messages from Fancy, it might have been better if you'd shared the whole conversation. I did. Anyway, as thousands of people have now seen the full conversation, this is why I thought it was Fancy. As thousands of people have now seen the full conversation, it has shed a whole new light on your attempt to trash Fancy. The full conversation between you and Fancy from start to finish has now gone viral. Fuck, are they out of order? They might be out of order. Fuck me. Hold on. Of course, I didn't check anything. Anyways, let's go to this. She was going on and on about Dan. Okay, we're going to get to the other part. She was going on and on about Dan and Gypsy and how she was going to expose the truth and how I trashed Fancy, her beloved Fancy. Okay, she was telling me I needed to be careful. I was going to get hurt. Shit is going to hit the fan in a few weeks. Please listen to me. You need to step away from Christy Blanchard. Obviously, this sounds like Fancy. Get away from Christy. So I texted Fancy, got off the couch. There was a reply. Thought it was Fancy. Okay. She was talking about her affidavit was signed with Nick's current lawyer. She was to say delusional is an understatement. She was going on and on. She had proof that people had altered the crime scene. My affidavit is signed with Nick's current lawyer. You can contact him if you request any information to prove validity. I do not know Fancy and cannot make comments in regards to her mental health. And I'm questioning the fact that this person is Delulu. Okay. You are so certain that Nick actually killed Dee Dee. It is a sad scenario everyone's happy to go with. I feel sorry for you when the truth is finally revealed. And my work, by the way, does involve the internet. If that makes me a troll, so be it. We go back and forth about Dan. She says Dan isn't in the area at the time. I don't even understand. She was trying to say Christy did it. Anyway, so then she goes on to say, what I can tell you is this, by the way, this is Sarah, the allegedly unalived person at the will of Fancy and Pink Hat. Just follow me down this hole for a second. And one of the screenshots was missing. She says, what I will tell you is this. The home of Dee Dee Blanchard had been entered between the 11th and the 13th of June 2015. I have nothing else to add. After Gypsy and Nick left the home, she is very, very obsessed with this Gypsy case, much like Fancy, which is why I assumed it was Fancy. She said, I said someone went into the house after murder. The police know a lot more than what they've released. And then all of a sudden, randomly, 6 minutes later, she says, I have reported you. This is my account. This is not Fancy which you appear to be infatuated with. I do not give you permission to discuss anything I said. I do not have time to sit here texting people on a social media platform. I have no idea who this Fancy is. Mind you, she'd been making pro-Fancy, anti-Ryan content for weeks. But at this point, she did not tell me who she was or why she is live, because I said Fancy's live. We had just caught her, etc. I can assure you I'm not associated with anyone on this platform. I have work to do. Have a nice day. I said, you're blowing my shit up about her to begin with. I said, I thought you blocked me, because they did. They blocked me and then they unblocked me. She said, I don't block people. I don't have reasons to play those childish games. If you don't mind, I was asked to look at the bitch fight on Facebook, TikTok. It has no impact on my life whatsoever. I begin to laugh at them. And then a couple days later, and this is where this is where everything, all the balls set in motion, and why I say that Sarah has impersonated people in the past. So, and I don't believe her when this happens, by the way. I do not believe her when this happens. She messages me and says, look, I want to offer you my most sincere apology. Johnny, the profile name, is my husband. My name is Sarah, and I live in the UK. This is the alleged unalived person. My name is Sarah, and I live in the UK. I don't fully understand what has gone on with you and Fancy. I only started watching the YouTube channel 2 months ago. I am sorry for everything you've gone through. I really am. I can send you proof of my ID if you want. I love the States and have always had an interest in unique cases like Gypsy and the John Bonet case. I'm a bit of a nerd when it comes to trying to figure things out. And anyways, I hope you will accept my apology. I said, so then she puts up a video on this account with the picture that the brother is using to show that she's been unalived. Okay, so I still don't believe it. I still think it's Fancy. I'm still saying it's Fancy. I said, so the video of you using your husband's account to prove, then coming here and kissing ass to make it make sense. If you think for one freaking second that unless you post a video on this account with your face and the phone showing you logged in on, I'm going to believe this isn't tied to Fancy herself. You're as delulu as she is. Do you think you can just go snatch some photo off the internet and claim it as a person? Because I did not believe this was Sarah from the UK. And I'm going to accept that. I wasn't born yesterday. So go make a video with your face matching the profile pic. Say, I am Sarah. My husband is Johnny. And then I'll believe you. Why was the profile pic a black guy not even 3 days ago? And now it's some white girl. Why use your husband's account when you could have used your own or a burner? She says, and for those of you who do remember this girl, that she gives me her actual TikTok account. I had my own TikTok account under my name, Sarah Jane 910. My story was on that account before it got banned. I have no vocal cords as I was viciously attacked by my own sister 12 years ago. Her whole account was about the fact she couldn't talk. If any of you have know who she is, her whole thing was she had no vocal cords, which is why she couldn't talk. She is in prison and I'm left with no voice. The black guy is a very well-known retired homicide detective in Birmingham, Alabama, and his name is Chris Anderson. It is 4:45 a.m. in the UK right now, but I will send you my driver's license proving I'm in the UK. And then I have Christy's screenshot where Johnny had messaged her and said some stuff to Christy the same time they sent it to me. And she asked me, is this one of her fake accounts? We thought it was Fancy at the time. So this is the Facebook, which again, the picture matches the TikTok. The picture matches the one of the brother who says she's unalived. Okay. She messages me on said Facebook, the same Facebook that is, that she was supposedly, allegedly bullied on. She sends a message at March 2nd at 11:54 and unsends it. I said, how did you time it perfectly that when she got up then? There's no way it's a coincidence. Talking about how Fancy got off the couch. Johnny replies. She says, I'm sorry, but I don't know. I don't even watch your videos anymore. And that's the truth because there's so much that is not making sense to me. Now she's anti-Fancy. She was very pro-Fancy, anti-Ryan. Now she's very anti-Fancy. And this is why this may all be alleged and she may be trying to pin it on Fancy as much as I fucking hate to say this shit. I spend most of my time on Facebook or YouTube now. I occasionally come to watch your live videos. I even totally understand how TikTok works. If I'm being honest, I don't understand TikTok. I said, can you send a picture of yourself holding the license? I'm wondering if for some reason you sent that to April and she's forwarding it to me as proof she's you. Absolutely, I will. Just give me a couple of minutes. Fancy actually thinks I live in Wisconsin, but give me a second. Now, I did not screenshot this, but there is an unsent message where she sent me her picture, her whole ass ID, which was in the UK. And normally I screenshot shit, but it felt weird screenshotting somebody's ID. And she says, sorry, I didn't smile for you. I'm under the weather today. which was weird that somebody sent me their whole ass fucking government ID. But she absolutely, it was her ID. She was holding it, and it was from the UK. She is a real person. She is in the UK. The license, whole thing, it was legit. Okay. When me and her had the falling out, she went back and erased that picture. Okay. And I don't know if I ever did screenshot it. I just remember telling my mods, holy shit, this crazy bitch sent me her ID. She says, I will share something interesting with you. When I had my other TikTok account that banned, Fancy and all these strange people were following me because I was posting random shit. When that account got banned, I started using my husband's account that he never really bothered with. All the same people from the banned account started following me again. I was a bit slow to pick up on it, so I started watching some of your live videos, and that's when I decided something funny was going on. I decided not to post anything anymore about me. And anyway, I would just like to apologize to you once again. So at this point, pro-Fancy, anti-Ryan, now anti-Fancy, pro-Ryan. I said, well, I appreciate it greatly. That's okay. I appreciate you taking the time to do that, or even message me. I do appreciate it. Thank you. She says, you are very welcome. I'm not going to be stalking you. Don't worry about that. Sends me a TikTok from Mike Henderson. If you know anything about Fancy and Mike Henderson, if you know, you know, not going into it. And for those OGs that are in here, you know what I'm talking about. She says, that was just sent to me on TikTok. Who is the woman speaking? Because I'm going to have it out with her. I have never tried to shut down your account at all. I'm pissed off now. I said, Sadie Beth 1. That is Pink Cat. That is Pink Cat. Okay. So Pink Cat was in a video accusing the unalived Sarah of trying to shut me down. I remember this live. It was weird. We were saying Sarah. She was saying she wasn't Sarah. There's a video running around about how me and Sarah ended up going live together. Pink Cat Sarah ended up going live together because she was saying she wanted me shut down. She was blaming it on Sarah UK. This is a wild ride, y'all. I don't expect anybody to actually understand what the fuck I am talking about unless you have been here from the beginning. You need to check my Facebook Messenger on iPad now. I will. Give me 1 second. She said, and so Sarah UK says about Sarah Pink Cat, I've already messaged that bitch. I found her face on one of Fancy's pages on Facebook. I said, Pink Cat is a real asshole. The shit she posts is awful. She's transphobic and awful. Sarah UK says, I don't understand why people do that. You know, make it out like they know absolutely everything. What is this? Anyway, some AI thing just popped up. Anyway, they know everything about this case. Fancy, in parentheses. I personally don't think everyone will ever get the full story. I said, I don't think so either. She said, when you do your live videos, are you vaping? I said, yeah. You get reported. I said, yeah. People who watch me are assholes. She says, gee, thanks a lot. I watch you sometimes. I said, I mean the people who report a grown person for smoking. She says, I know, I'm just playing. Then 12 days later, out of nowhere, she sends me this. The Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, is not missing. For fuck's sake, I wish people would stop spreading fake news. Now, you know I live in the UK, and I am telling you, she is not missing. She had major surgery and is at home recovering. Her public duties will resume in April. And then unsends a message. That was it. Like 12 days later. 3 days after that, she says, I really do wish you well, and I sincerely hope you have not been played, about Christy Blanchard. I said, if I am, I guess I'll find out. 5 days later. Are you okay? She asks me. Yep. March 20th, she says to me, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here and I won't share it with anyone. March 21st, she sends me a thumbs up. March 22nd, she says, I am sending this to just tell you I can no longer support you. I've watched several of your YouTube channels and I'm sorry, but you come across worse than Fancy ever could. It's about you and how you were so badly wronged. I am actually going to release the autopsy and toxicology report of Dee Dee, which I discovered on my archive from 2016. It's a fake. It's everywhere. It's fake. I have sent this to April because I think she is more credible than you. You come on YouTube and rant on about how Fancy done this and Fancy done that. I've emailed Gypsy's lawyer telling him I'm going to make the autopsy and toxicology report public. Once he responds, that will be made public as well. Our laws in the UK are different. You do not have my permission to mention me by name or what I've said in this message. This has been screenshot. I said, those aren't accurate. They've never been released. Those are from a bogus site. Only Christy has their actual records, but you go ahead and post those. Go kiss April's ass. Actually, kiss mine first. And I blocked her. Now, she has been pro-Fancy, anti-Fancy, pro-Fancy, anti-Fancy. She's been bullied by her. She's stuck up by her. Okay. And she has in here absolutely shown that she impersonates people. Now, her brother came into a creator's live and said that this woman had allegedly unalived herself due to bullying from Fancy and Pink Cat. Now, super easy to believe. Fancy and Pink Cat, assholes. Okay, assholes. Matter of fact, while I got y'all in here, Fancy decided to make a pot shot at my dead animal yesterday. Posted a whole video about my dead animal because Fancy is a shitbag. And that's exactly why, if this girl did not unalive herself, because she's obviously not well to begin with, and that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Can you believe it? Because I fucking can. She made another fucking pot shot at my dead animal yesterday. Feel free to go watch her video. Anyway, so somebody just messaged me and said, I just heard from a credible source this whole thing is 99.9% false. It's a credible source. No, you're right. So, this person, and I can tell you, well, you say, well, why would they do this? Why would they do this? Why would you fake your own unaliving and blame it on somebody? Simple. For a person who can ghost themselves between multiple accounts and disappear and come at their own will and just get on a different account, it's super easy to just give up an account, walk away, become a new person, pretend to be somebody else. Super easy. And the best way to do it is to go out with a fucking bang. And if you have a problem against a creator, the easiest way to do it, to make everybody realize that this creator is an absolute shitbag, and she is, and they both are, is to say, I unalived myself, and it's because of these two people. Now, do I believe that somebody's probably going to end up unaliving themselves because of those two shitbags? Possibly. But in this one case, I'm going to tell you that this woman is not well. This woman is not well at all, in any way, shape, or form. So one of two things has happened. One, she did it. And that was the straw that broke the camel's back, is Fancy and Pink Cat being shitbags. Two, she faked it. And the fact that somebody would fake it and do allegations that somebody had pushed them to that, and that's not accurate. Look, I hate Fancy and I hate Pink Cat. You know what? I've only ever hated my kid. I strongly dislike Fancy and I strongly dislike Pink Cat. But when it boils down to it, if I know something's fucked up, I'm going to say something's fucked up. And even though I can't stand them, and even though I totally believe that somebody would do it and could do it and may do it, you know, people, when, you know, you make fun of their dead pets. Anyway, in this instance, it's weird. It's weird. And then this brother pops up out of nowhere with nothing. This is a brand new account that he came on to say that the account says that his sister took her life. So what about how this Bryce person only has followers that are also Bree's followers? So I was trying to keep that little part under wraps, but apparently I'm gonna have to say it. This Bryce person went into Bree's live and told this story. So this Bryce, this brother, came into Bree's live, said this, talked about this, and this is not Bree's fault. This is not Bree's fault. She had heard that somebody had unalived themselves due to the shitty behavior of two shitbags on this app. You go with what you go with. Bree goes by Bryce in the past. She was on a live. This wasn't her. I was on the live with her. She was live, and then they asked me to come in, and I was on the live as well. Okay. I don't know why y'all are trying to pin this on Bree. I mean, that's weird. That's That's really weird. As a matter of fact, after I talked to Bree and she started realizing that the dots were not connecting, that she was like, okay, you know what? And she took the woman's picture down. But this person came in, they said they were the brother on a brand new account and said he was from the UK, but then Sarah was going on, or he was going on, talking about how he was a detective in the Gypsy Rose case. If I haven't shown you that this woman is beyond Delulu, I don't know what to tell you. She has pretended to be somebody in the past. She's proven that she faked that account. This woman sent me her whole ass ID, which is weird. I can't believe she did that. Like, that was weird. But so my thing is this. Fancy and Sarah shitbags, and one of the easiest, best ways to make somebody get canceled real fucking quick is if somebody goes and unalives themselves based on two creators that are shitbags. Now, if for some reason, oh no, it was a real ID. It was a real ID. It was a real ID. It was real. Unfortunately, didn't screenshot it because it felt weird screenshotting somebody's fucking ID. She was holding it. And it was an overseas identification. It had her picture on it. It was a legit ID. It was not a fake ID. She did this within minutes of me asking her. She did not have time to produce a fake ID. And I did not actually think she was going to take me up on sending me her ID. Okay. But yeah, and she said that she had this husband named Johnny, and why isn't Johnny on here? Why is the brother here? And she also says that she can't speak because her sister attacked her and tore out her vocal cords, and she's in prison. This woman's not well. And like I said, that only leads to two things. One, Fancy and Pink Cat broke the camel's back with something. Broke the camel's back. And then, or she is so unwell that she has fabricated this entire story. So, a brand new account, that must be her new profile. She is the brother. And she's following only specific people. And then she privated the account. She put out the video. He, she, it, Bryce put out this video talking about, their sister, and then privated it, said that they were not going to be bullied by Fancy's followers, and privated it, which I can see it because they friended me. But here's the weird thing. This is an even weirder thing. When they followed me, because I looked up this name, and it said I had a follow back, and I scrolled, and whoever this person is has been following me for a while. This isn't like a new thing, whatever. This account, and by the way, here's another one. The account that messaged me, the Johnny account's gone. Is it the same account? I don't know. I have no idea. I can't, and what's fucked up, I don't know how the fuck she wiped it so good. I went back and thank God I screenshotted when I did. I can't find the conversation on my TikTok. I went back to where it was, and it's gone. But you guys know me and the fact that I screenshot fucking everything. So I screenshotted it all. The Facebook account is still there. Her Facebook account is still there. It is completely scrubbed except for a profile picture and the fact that she updated her cover photo on March 3rd. And so as much as I would love to get on the Fancy and Pink Cat finally drove somebody to unalive themselves because their sex is shit train, trust me, I would be the conductor tooting that fucking horn. I don't know or think that this is accurate. And somebody just messaged me that they are finding out that it is probably very likely that this is not accurate. Do I think Sarah is the one doing this? Yes. I think that Sarah, allegedly, I think that Sarah is Bryce. And I think that her exit strategy of moving on to a new username was to throw allegations at someone that are completely believable because, again, they are shit bags. She renamed the account on TikTok and then deleted it to hide all the trails. That's how it's done. So, I don't know what we're going to hear from this, or I don't know if we're going to hear anything about this, but I was on a live yesterday redoing my beta tank, and people were telling me that this had happened. I needed to get into Breeze Live. I said, I am literally doing something. I'm in the middle of something. I will try to, when I get done with something, I'll stop in. They were speaking about it. They asked me, and I didn't really want to speak ill of the dead. If this girl really did unalive herself because of these two shitbags, I don't want to speak ill of the dead. And if she did do this, I'm an asshole. But I'm an asshole that is telling you guys because she has faked being somebody before. So it does worry me that if they produce a fucking obituary from a well-known UK paper, not something typed up on WordPad, but a well-known obituary and a well-known paper that I can go to the link and I can look it up, I will come on here, retract everything I fucking said, and tell you guys it's legit. I'm a shitbag, and Fancy and Pink Hat need to go to fucking jail. You'll hear that from me. But unless I can go to a newspaper, click on it, search it, find it unaltered, I am going to have a really hard time believing this. You're going to have to show me. Now, the brother says that somebody found her and the autopsy will be done today. Now, I don't know if any of y'all know this about autopsies, but they don't usually tend to have a 24-hour turnaround. And sometimes not even a 48-hour turnaround. A lot of times they can take 2 weeks. But Bryce said that they had found her a day or two ago, and the autopsy will be back today. So, if you're here, Bryce, feel free to let me know. At the latest on Wednesday, they're saying. And so I guess we'll find out. And like I said, he said she was found Friday. And today is Tuesday, right? Tuesday. There should be an obituary. So if you are in here, very possibly watching me derail this entire story, Bryce, please feel free to send me the link to that obituary. I think that would be hey Anna, I think that would be a really good thing to do, because if she was found on Friday, the obituary should make it into the paper yesterday, today, tomorrow, the next day. So if you want to send me the obituary link, so I can absolutely go to the hundreds of people that are watching this, tell them I'm a sack of shit, Fancy's a sack of shit, Pink Cat's a sack of shit. I'll eat that. I'll eat it. 100%. 100%. He said he set up the account to follow his sister, who he's not following. And as I just showed you, she said her account was banned and she was on her husband's account. He's not following the sister at all. There's no account of Sarah's on there. Because I can see his following list because he's following me. So she's not on there. And if you're in here trying to delete me off of there, I've already screenshotted. Don't bother. Don't bother. I've already screenshotted it. Don't worry about it. It's Bryce39.3. Hold on. Bryce39.3. Who says they are a freelance journalist in the UK, true crime worldwide, but funnily enough was also one of the lead investigators in the Gypsy Rose case. So, oh, wait, hold on. Wait. There's a new post. 6 minutes ago. Are you here? Oh, no. This is not the type of obituary I'm talking about. You can't type it up on Facebook. Also, just saying, usually a death date. This is the obituary that was just sent to me. And usually you're not born 3 days after you die. Now, I want you guys to realize what I just said. The birth and death dates, the birth date is May 7th today, and her death date was May 3rd. This was put up 6 minutes ago. They're in this live. They're watching. Now, if you were in this live and your sibling was took their lives tragically, would you not be in here telling me what a sack of shit I was? Instead, you're in here lurking, writing up a false obituary of a sister who was born 4 days after they passed. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? So what we're going to do is we're going to flip the camera in memory of Sarah Anderson today through 3 days ago. Passed away May 3rd in Wales at the age of 52. She was born May 7th, 1971. In Edinburgh, with loving parents who instilled in her a passion for learning and an unwavering commitment to family. Her dedication to education led her to pursue a master's degree in forensic science and mathematics. Her intelligence and thirst for knowledge were evident throughout her life as she excelled in her studies and made significant contributions to her field. In addition to her academic achievements, she had a deep love for nature and spending time cycling through picturesque landscapes of Scotland and Wales. She found solace in tending to her garden, where she grew an abundance of herbs and vegetables with care and devotion. She'll be deeply missed by all who knew her. She is survived by her brothers Bryce and Robin, sisters Katie and Janice, who one of them was in prison for ripping out her vocal cords, don't forget. Her husband is not mentioned, as well as numerous nieces, nephews, cousins, friends, colleagues, neighbors whose friends were touched by hers. A private service will be held at Parish Church where her family members will gather. The loss of her life is left a void. The husband that she messaged me about, Johnny, is nowhere in here mentioned. Nowhere in here mentioned. So I said an obituary. So this obituary has been published. But can I get the link? So a private service will be held May 15th at something parish church with no time. There's no time. You just show up at any point in time, whenever you want. I don't feel so bad anymore. I really don't. Because you're telling me that I'm talking about the fact that your sibling faked their death. And instead of coming on here and telling me that I'm wrong and I'm horrible and I'm an awful person, you spend the next 20 minutes typing up a Facebook obituary, give your sibling, air quotes, the wrong birthday, cut off, and post it while I'm talking. Instead of coming on here and trying to dispute what I'm saying, you write up an obituary with the wrong birthday. Honey, this is not a real obituary. Did you see it? This is not a real obituary. I don't care what cheap fucking paper you have. You don't. Okay, so you're telling me her obituary pictures, her Facebook profile, her TikTok profile, that's what they chose. I'm sorry. I don't feel bad now. I just don't. I just don't. So, I mean, you guys can say I'm a sack of shit. Coke from McDonald's. So the TikTok name is Bryce BRYCE 39.9 or something. I don't want to back out of it because I haven't screenshotted this. And it's not even a whole obituary. It's not even a whole obituary. Sorry. Hi guys. So it's sick. Like, this is super sick. There's a website where you can verify if someone is dead. Well, she's in the UK. So you're telling me that this person who has, as I've shown, impersonated people in the past, made up a brother who then came onto a creator's live to say that his sister had unalived herself due to fancy and pink at sacks of shit. Let's be mindful, sacks of shit. So that she can essentially just move on to another account. I mean, we all would have believed it. We all would have believed it. Think about it. I mean, Fancy just put up a video of my dead pet making a jab at me. She just put up a video making a jab at my dead pet. Fancy is a sack of shit. Sarah, we all know, is a sack of shit. So I could have let this go. I could have let this go. I could have let everybody believe that these two assholes drove somebody to unalive themselves. I could have. I could have. I should have. Because you're a sack of shit. But, and I don't know what this says about me and my integrity, but when I see something shitty, even if I don't like you, I'm going to call a spade a spade. So, yeah, I know, Michelle, that was fucking weird. But so I don't think that this is remotely legit. This person, this profile, this Bryce, this brother had no, this is a brand new account, brand new. And they went in to Breeze Live and they followed people in Breeze Live. You think I'm removed? Should I look? Should I look and see if I've been removed? See if they're still in here? Because obviously if I've just exposed them, I've probably been removed. I just joined TikTok to tell you she does not have a brother, Bree. I just joined TikTok to tell you she does not have a brother. I think she means Bryce. And who are you, Scat Jane? Now all the trolls are coming out of the woodwork. Yeah, Fancy put up a stuffed hermit crab and said maybe this one won't die. News flash, shitbag. It wasn't a hermit crab that died. It wasn't a hermit crab, Jane. Or shitbag, whatever the fuck your name is. Yeah, she put up a video with a hermit crab stuffy and said something along the lines of maybe I won't die this time or something. My hermit crabs are alive and well. I just put them in a brand new mansion. They're alive. It was a pinchy red crab. So if you're gonna make pot shots at my dead animals, can you at least get the fucking one right, please? Yeah. Spicy Red 92. Feel free to give her some love. Spicy Red 92. Feel free to give her some love on her post about my dead pet. That's not dead and in the living room. Wrong dead pet. So there you go. There you go. So let's see. Do we want, now that I've screenshotted it, do we want to see if I've been removed? Lots of, let's see, followers. Nobody on here, by the way, is his sister or anybody. Oh, I see some interesting names though. The following list is private. I can still see it. I've not been kicked off. This is, I mean, look, like I said, Fancy and Sarah are shitbags. But I can tell you this, with as many false allegations as bad people have pinned on me, fucking Thea, and your fucking parody page that I did not make. Even if I don't like somebody, I'm still going to point out if they're innocent of something, which they may be. As much as I hate to help that out, because I could have just let everybody think that they were shitbags, because they are. It says, I've deleted everything from my page. There was nothing on there to begin with. Because I will not be the next victim of the bullies that took my sister. Stop making fake accounts to hassle me. Was my sister not enough for you? Fancy, you and the Good Wives Network can delete all the comments you want. One thing about my beautiful sister, she was smart. She screenshotted everything. Make your fake accounts. I dare you to do to me what you did to my sister. This war has only just begun. And then posted the obituary of where she was born 4 days after she died. Can't find Burfoot Parish Church. Burnfoot Parish Church shows up. It is, yeah, Burfoot. So if you guys want to look up in the UK, it is Burfoot Parish Church. Burfoot, Burfoot, Parish Church. I really don't think this woman unalived herself because she has done this in the past, so I heard. It's giving Phoenix vibes, but that's just me. Phoenix, who keeps saying that I'm the parody account, that you can't even spell the word. Do you know that she made a post talking about somebody who said something, and she's like, this person can't spell, and she's spelling parody with like extra letters. I've been accused of shit that I haven't done, and I would want somebody to speak up for me. And as much as I cannot stand Fancy and Pink Cat, making an accusation like somebody took their life because of somebody that's too much. That's too much. Burnfoot Parish is in Scotland, no Burfoot. Now, there has been, don't get me wrong, you can do a typo in an obituary. It happens. Shit happens. But I'm pretty sure not only did they not spell the church correctly, but the birth date was wrong as well. Obituaries are given back to the person to proofread. And I'm pretty sure you would realize if your family member's birth date was wrong. Phoenix posted about how I got a knock on my door, and the knock on my door was a cop saying that this was stupid internet bullshit and he wouldn't be back. Did she mention that portion? He knocked on my door. He asked what the hell was going on. I said some batshit banshee from Idaho has been putting my shit all over Reddit, Facebook, and TikTok. He goes, well, that's what she says you've been doing. I said, would you like to see the proof? And he says, this is some internet drama. I will not be back. I said, I'm sorry she wasted your taxpayer money and your time. She makes things to be way bigger than what they are. The cop literally was like, this is bullshit. This was a waste of my time. That was the fake plant day. He was so pissed that he came out for no reason. He looked at my lizard tank that had a fake plant hanging from it and was like, is that a marijuana plant? And I'm like, you think I'm stupid? He's like, could be. So he had to come over and feel the fake plant in my lizard cage because he was so pissed he came out there for no reason. And by the way, just to throw this out there, all of those videos she's talking about, she went to the feds. The feds don't care. They don't care. I have went to the police with a credible death threat. A credible, I'm going to come and unalive you threat. And you know what they said? Are they there yet? We can't do anything until they show up. This, I took things to the feds, is a crock of shit. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Trust me. I've been going through this for 3 years. They don't care. Unless there's a credible, viable threat on your porch, they don't care. Not to mention, the things that she has are not even accurate. Because if she had done all this due diligence that she says she's done, pulling IP addresses and all this, she would realize that the person doing this lives about 10 hours from me. If she actually was the PI that she says she is, it's pending, and that's a misdemeanor 1 in Arizona, FYI. She would realize that the person doing this lives 2 states away from me if she pulled those IP addresses. But she didn't, because they don't. Because when I had a credible death threat, they wouldn't pull an IP address. There's another creator that tried to do that shit too. She's a sack of shit too. She's a liar too. There's no, feds don't care. This is a cross state lines internet drama. There's no threats to human life. There's no actual, her address has never been put out. Hold on. Her address, unlike mine, has never been put out. Her job has never been called, unlike mine. There's nothing that has ever been an actionable offense. Everything that this parody account has done towards her has been court documented public records. And she's pissed that people are finding out. She's pissed that these videos are coming back to bite her. She's pissed that they found a YouTube video of her from 11 months ago after she had a stroke, and she was talking very slowly and stuttering her words. And in January, sounds perfectly fucking fine. She's pissed that it came out about how she lost her kid and couldn't find him for 33 fucking days because the husband took off with them and they wouldn't give the child to her. I wonder why. Anyway, so she's mad and she's red herring everybody in every different direction. She's went after me. She's went after April. And by the way, she didn't cut ties with April. April cut ties with her, and I can tell you that because I was there. I cut ties with her. April cut ties with her. I don't even like April, and I'll fucking defend that. Okay. The Fab 4, Fab 5, whoever the fuck they are that I went live with the other day, they cut ties with her. She went after Justin on TikTok. Well, guess what? Me and him are friends. I talked to him. I said, you know what? This woman's crazy. He told me some things. I'm not going to repeat them. She goes after whoever now she's going after somebody that don't even exist. Her newest video, that person does not exist. She's using 3 or 4 different names that have puttered around and put them into one person and merged them into one person. That person don't even exist. I know who is running the parody account. It's not me. This person came and found me. at the end of February, beginning of March. I know who it is. She lives about 10 hours from me. She sought me out. I know who she is. It's not who she keeps saying it is. And the way she keeps saying that she's not resident midnight, I don't know if she is or she isn't, but there's some really fucked up shit with that too. But anyway, I'm not going to go on that aspect. You can red herring yourself all over the place, but people are seeing through it. And as far as that goes, just so you guys know, I'm just going to throw this out there. She talks about being a military vet, whatever. Do I know if she was or she wasn't? No, I don't. What I can tell you is in that July of 2023 clip, she talks about the fact that she got a vaccine in boot camp that destroyed her liver. In boot camp. Does that mean she served longer? I don't know. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. So, hold on. I'm getting messages. Okay, there is a Burford church. There is a Burford. That's Burford. Nope. This says Burfoot. Still not it. Still not it. We have found a Burnfoot and a Burford, but no Burfoot. So, again, I don't know if she served or she didn't. Look, I'm not going to say nothing. What I can tell you is this. It looks like a fucking ROTC uniform. It looks like a ROTC uniform. And she talks about the fact that she got this vaccine when she was 19 that destroyed her liver, and now she's on disability. So how long, if she had a vaccine system thingy, a vaccine thingamabobby, wouldn't that have taken her out immediately? I don't know. I don't know anything about vaccine reactions, but she said she got a vaccine and it destroyed her liver. So she could not have served that long, if at all. I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. But what I can tell you is this. It's very, very simple. When you have an entire Reddit community, when you have an entire TikTok community, when you have hundreds of people saying, you know what, I don't think you served, you know what the easiest thing to do would be? Show your DD-214. All you got to do. All you got to do. If you want, cross out your last name. We all know it anyway. Cross out your last name. Cross out any, any identifiable, anything that, I don't know, could lead back to you. Addresses, phone numbers, whatever, your last name, and show your DD-214 and shut everybody the fuck up. Just shut everybody the fuck up. It's not hard. We would all have to eat crow. If you produce a DD-214 and shut us the fuck up, we would shut up. Do you know how many other people would just go, here's my DD-214, boom, done, here you go. I served, I'm proud, here's my DD-214. That's all. I literally, if you have a DD-214 and somebody says you did not serve, you'd go, fuck yes, I did. Here it is. Here's my proof. Fuck you. Why? Why are you not showing it? Cross off your last name. We all know it anyway. Cross off where you live in your brother's house that he's trying to evict you out of, that supposedly somebody took a fake mortgage on that you didn't own and you're being evicted from. But anyway, whatever you got to do, show the DD-214, shut us all off. Boom, done. Boom, done. Usually people who serve don't share. I know plenty. I know plenty of people that would. If somebody questioned whether or not I was in the service, you think I wouldn't push that motherfucker out in a gold frame, laser engraved? You think I wouldn't show that shit and shut people up? You wouldn't do that? Because I would. Easiest way to shut people up. Proof. Just proof. Just prove it. Oh yeah, she made a post the other day about how she went into a store and got a military discount. People who are smart don't have to talk about their high IQs, April. People who were in the military don't need to shove it down your face every 5 minutes, Thea. So proof. That's all I'm saying. Look at Bryce's new post. Hold on. He took the obituary down. Hold on. Too many errors in the document. We'll post corrected document when corrected. I already screenshotted it though. Too many errors in document. We'll post. They spelled post wrong too. We'll post correct document when corrected. They spelled post wrong. So Brycey, you're in my live, obviously. This is wild. This is wild. Wild. How do you fix the typo on an obituary? I know they're ghost watching. I want a link to a credible newspaper that posted it. I want a link to a newspaper that posted it. That's what I want, Bryce. Also, all obituaries post where the services are. Think carefully, because I will call there and ask. Think very carefully, because every obituary puts the name of the place, the time that it is, the day that it is, and I will call there and I will ask. I will eat that international bill. So when you remake that obituary, know that I'm going to call it. No, because they just put no, because they just put the name of it in there. So you can't take it out now. You already put the name in there. It's not private. No, they already put it in there. They already put it in there. By the way, we looked it up. It doesn't exist. So don't private it now. Don't private it now. Put the name of the place, the time, like a real obituary, and I'm going to call it. I'll call it and I'll find out. I want to send flowers. Bethany, to catch you up. Sarah Anderson's brother said that she unalived herself due to Fancy and Pink Hat's bullying. Now, as much as I would love to dance and celebrate that they're finally being called out for the shitbags they are, I know that Sarah Anderson is not right in the head, because I screenshot everything. And this brother is posting and after I asked for an obituary, one was posted that was written, and it had her birthday 4 days after she died, and the church misspelled. And instead of coming in here and telling me how horrible I am and how could I say this about his beloved sister, she spent time writing a fake obituary, not saying a thing to me, posting it. When I read it, took it down and said there's too many errors in it. So, as much as it absolutely pains me that Sarah and Pink Hat have not, shown the shitbags they are this time, I'm not going to let somebody pin something on somebody that is ridiculous. How can he take it down? That's what I'd love to know. So, and I know that she had faked being people before, because I have her in my messenger faking being somebody. So I know that she's done that. And then they took it off of TikTok. They took it off of TikTok. They're in the UK, and they've been looking all day, and there's nothing. Well, Bryce can't come on here because Bryce is on a brand new account with not enough followers. How convenient is that? Hold on. If I wasn't kicked off of it, I will be now. I'm awful. So when they took down the obituary, they spelled post wrong. So I corrected it for them. Thank you for allowing me to not be an asshole, because I was really hoping that I was just being paranoid. But apparently I'm not paranoid. I'm right. So, yeah, join my live on YouTube. So, I commented on there. I fixed it. Post. So, yeah. So I'm pretty sure it's safe to say Sarah is alive and well. So well, actually, that they are correcting the errors in their own obituary so they can post it for later. Don't forget, put the name so I can call and send flowers. Also, shout out DD14. Yeah, apparently that's another thing. Just FYI, for those of you that are following Phoenix who buys followers, and I know that because she had 3,000 less than my one account, and now she suddenly has like 22,000. She's not that good to get 15,000 followers in 2 months. Her shit's not that good. But she outed Fancy and then put on there the title, First Fancy, Next Ryan. Well, honey, have fun, because I've never been arrested. I'm doing this right now, right on here, so this can be taped. I've never been arrested. I've never been questioned. You sending the police to my door on a false allegation is not me being investigated by the state police. Anything that you have, my background report is spotless except for 2 bankruptcies and a couple of speeding tickets. My husband's background report is spotless except for he drives 70 hours a fucking week. So he's got a few traffic violations from a few years ago. So other than our traffic violations and our 2 bankruptcies, you're never going to find shit on me. And anything that you have that is hearsay that you heard on Reddit or from my shitbag kid, that, don't forget, I put in jail and got a restraining order on, so that's going to be a beacon of fucking truth. Feel free to expose me, because there's nothing to expose. I obey the law. I obey the law, okay? There's nothing on me. I've never had anything, ever. So there's nothing to expose me on. I don't say I'm the military, and I'm not. I did not give my grandson away and ship him off. That was all her doing. I can't physically take somebody's child who is not mine and give them up. So if you want to go that way, You want to pull up the CPS records? They're closed. And I have the paper in there saying that I didn't have shit to do with shit, because I have the paper. And my record is clean. So have fun. Have fun. Have fun. In the end, you can throw dirt on every fucking person you can throw it on me, you can throw it on Fancy, you can throw it on the Fab 4 or 5 or whoever the fuck they are, you can throw it on Justin. But I can tell you this. Number one, people are starting to circle because you're throwing dirt at too many people. When you're going them, they're going to realize the common denominator is you. And I would tread very fucking lightly with going after Justin because he's got 1.3 million followers. And if you don't think that could be done in 4 fucking seconds, you're going to pick the wrong creator. And it's going to go very, very badly. Nobody's going to listen to Fancy. She's nuts. People can listen to me because, as I just showed you, I just fucking got shitbags off the hook and exposed somebody for a fake death. You can believe me or not believe me. I don't care. It's not gonna live rent free in my fucking head. I can sleep at night. I know who I am. I know what I've done. I know what I've not done. But your pathetic attempt to expose every person around you as a felon, honey, your court record is extensive. Stop your projection. Produce your DD-214. Stop red herring everybody around you because you are the common fucking denominator. It's that simple. So best bet, there's going to be more videos in my direction again because my name can't stay out of her fucking mouth. Even when I ignore her. Even when I don't even nothing. I have not been saying or doing shit, and I've had 2 videos in my fucking direction in the past 3 days. I've not done shit. I've not talked about nothing, but guess what? I went on a live with the fab people who also tried to nicely cut ties, and she's slinging mud at them like she does. Look at the common fucking denominator. Everybody around her can't be a felon. Everybody around her can't be shady. Everybody around her can't have a shitty past. Everybody around her can't be the problem. The common fucking denominator is her. Period. And you can make all the videos you want in people's directions. People are catching on. Period. And you can like me, not like me, follow me, not follow me, think I'm a shitbag. I don't care. Social media does not do to me what it used to do to me. When I had Reddit pages about me and people said horrible lies about me, and they were lies and I could prove them, unlike somebody else who can't provide a DD-214, I could show you all the proof of the fact that they were lies. Social media doesn't fuck with me the way it used to. I know that, Tanya. There's somebody in here that I've known for 30 years. So Dream Master says she's mad at me because I told her to produce a DD-214 and now I'm stalking her. You know what? Then you know this, Dream. I'm sure a lot of you do. For somebody who talks about stalking and harassing, ask her why she was found guilty of harassing phone calls on her record because she was stalking and harassing somebody. Ask her about that. And I want to know how, for somebody who has offered up legal lawyers, all this shit on internet, he said, she said, if this was in the internet, this is catamount to she talked crap about me in the bathroom. Okay. A year ago, she GoFunded me a lawyer to get her son back from CPS, but now she has unlimited funds to go after every single person on the internet who's ever said anything about her. Because according to her, she's got a list a mile fucking long of everybody she's going to seek legal action on. But you needed to GoFundMe a lawyer last year? That tells me one of 2 things. One, you have entirely too much money and time and space on your hands this time. Or 2, you fraudulently made a GoFundMe last year because if you have the funds to do it now, you had the funds to do it then. So either you don't have the funds now or you scammed people in a GoFundMe last year. There's only 2 ways about it. Because if you got the money now, you had the money then. And if you don't have the money then, you don't have the money now. It's only been 11 months. Did you win the lottery while you were being evicted? Like, make it make sense. Your mom's in my nose. Talking about somebody on the internet is not illegal. Talking about somebody's record that is public record is not illegal. I have never, although I could, I have never, ever put out even her county, her phone number. I have all that shit, but I never put it out there because I don't care. I don't care what you do to me. That's wrong. Because I mean, if you can sleep at night, you do you. But I know that there are people out there that are nuts like these people. And I would never intentionally put somebody in harm's way. So I'm not going to release somebody's phone number. I'm not going to release what county even they're in. Their state, it's out there. And if you Google somebody's name, guess what? All their shit comes up anyway. You remember this thing called the white pages? You guys remember those, the white pages? Where 20 years ago, you'd look up and there was somebody's first name, middle name, last name, address, and phone number. That is exactly why you can't really get in trouble for it now on the internet. Because there used to be a thing called the phone book. What is that? A big, huge public doxing document? It's not hard. You put in somebody's name and phone number and whatever, all their shit comes up nowadays. All of it comes up. That's not illegal. It's not. It sucks. It's shitty. Especially when people go to lengths to not put their shit out there. It's shitty, but it's not illegal. Your shit's out there. Nobody has ever released where you work because you don't. Nobody releases where you live or your county. I would never even release your county. I made a point to say a couple of the states you've lived in. But I won't even say the county because people are nuts. People are crazy. And I wouldn't be able to sleep at night knowing that I could have possibly put somebody in harm's way. I would never release somebody's phone number or county or address or place of work because all it takes is one absolute batshit person to take that shit beyond real world, and then it's on the person who released it. And that ain't gonna be me. You're not gonna catch me doing it. I don't care how pissed you make me. I don't care what you do to me. I'm not gonna do it. So you can sit here and say that I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I haven't, and I won't, and I didn't, and I won't, period. And you can keep putting out there my old legal name. It's not my name anymore. It's not my name anymore. You keep talking about a person that doesn't legally exist, which is weird. It's weird. You keep putting out my old legal name. It's not even mine. It don't exist. So, I mean, feel free. I'm not April. I didn't bring up I don't have an alias. I legally changed my name. Twice. Mm-hmm. The first time, I've made no bones about it. I made articles about it in 2021 when I did it. I had no connection to my name. I moved states, and I wanted a fresh start. There ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't got nothing to hide. You can still absolutely search me under my old name and find out everything about me. Up until that point, I wasn't hiding anything. Don't need to hide anything. I've never done anything. When you background check my old name, there was nothing on there that I was running from. Matter of fact, they won't let you even change your name if you have charges. Did you know that? If you have charges of any kind, if you're on probation of any kind, and I know this because of somebody else, daughter, they won't let you change your name if you're on probation. If you have any type of charges, you can't change your name. I'm not running from nothing. I didn't like my name and I changed it. Why did I change it this time? To get the fuck away from my kid, to get the fuck away from you people that were putting my shit out there. It's not hard. I'm not hiding anything. There's nothing for me to hide. You can literally go look up my old legal name. Everything's there. It is what it is. I don't have to hide. So, I mean, whatever you think you're going to expose, there ain't nothing there. I'm boring. I had somebody run my background report. They didn't know it was me. And they were like, this fucker's boring. I was like, thanks. I'm boring. I've always been boring. I wish there was more excitement. I kind of don't, because when they have excitement, then usually you have lots of high legal bills, which I don't have. So Feel free. Keep putting out my old legal name. It's not mine. Keep putting out my second name. It ain't mine either. So keep talking about people that don't exist, because you don't exist to me. What, you're going to put out the whole sordid story about how my kid lost her kid? It wasn't my kid to lose. She lost her kid. They ain't got fuck all to do with me. I didn't do nothing. Ain't wasn't my kid. You gonna put that out there? Ain't my kid. Ain't my problem. And those who lose their children should not throw stones. You just got your children. You just got your son back from CPS last year. You made a whole YouTube series about it. A whole YouTube series about how she lost her kid and had to go fund me a lawyer to get him back. Stop throwing stones at people, bro. Your hands are not clean. Projection's a bitch. So are you, but that's okay. If you're not already, follow me, Ryan Lee TM, on YouTube. I do all my lives on YouTube. Well, thank you, Jen. Follow me, Ryan Lee TM, on YouTube. Feel free to follow me over there. Give me a subscribe. Be a member. I'm a full-time content creator. Had to quit my job. Partially because of all the doxing bullshit. My job got called. So I quit my job because they decided to let know where I work, and then my name got out, and yada, 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 yada. So now I'm a full-time content creator. So if you want to go over to my YouTube and you want to become a member and help support that way, I appreciate it. Or just give me a subscribe, show up at my lives. Watch my content. I have an entire playlist on true crime. I'm working on it. Go watch my true crime playlist. I cover things that are not as well known. Not as well known. Yeah, this live isn't boring. Most of my lives are pretty boring, though. That's what happens when you don't have a long, extensive criminal history. You talk about bullshit. That's what happens when you don't have a job that you got ran out of because, people are insane. You talk about bullshit. So my lives are pretty boring for the most part when I'm not exposing people for faking their death. I don't know the Micah Miller case. I don't know it. I've seen it around, but I have not actually dove into it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you had to pay extra to keep your number out of the phone book. You guys remember that? You had to pay extra to keep your number out or to have it where it had your first initial and no address. You remember that? In the white pages, you had to pay extra. You'd have your first initial, your last name, and then no address and then a phone number. But you had to pay extra for that shit. You had to pay extra. You got your shirts today? Were they awesome? I'm wearing one of mine. I designed this shirt. You can find my merch in my bio. This is mine. I designed this. You can find my merch in my bio. Feel free to look at that. I don't make shit off of it. I make it like $1 a shirt. I am not living large. It's just nice that I'm actually putting my graphic design degree to use. So if you want to check out my merch, it's pretty cool. I got a couple of really cute lines. So, I do. What do you mean pay attention to you over there? Of course I do. I'm old enough that if you dialed a 0 and gave the person's name and city, they gave you the phone number. Watch out. We need to sue them. They were doxing us. Can you see the shirt? Sure. It says it's okay to not be okay. That's my biggest seller, by the way. Yeah, I'm chunky. Get over it. Well fed is a sign that I am not completely broke and I can eat things. Lots of things. Appreciate it. We're old. Feel free to look at the merch in my bio. Come over, Ryan Lee TM on YouTube. Give me a subscribe, a membership, whatever you want to do. Support, TikTok is going belly up soon, and I'm always on YouTube, and I usually do part of the live on TikTok and then finish it over on YouTube. Do I have any more good stories for us? My last family story was wild. What can I say? My life is weird. The shirts are pretty true to size. I would say they run a little bit big. A little bit big. They're really lightweight though. They're really lightweight. I will tell you though, like this is like painted on. It's like good quality. It's better quality than I thought it would be, and the prices are insane. They're really cheap. Really, really cheap. You can get shirts, hoodies, zip-up hoodies. There is zip-up hoodies. I did not know this. There is hoodies, zip-up hoodies, 3 sizes, a tote bag, phone cases, stickers, pins, magnets, pillows, baseball shirts, kids' clothes, tank tops, women's fit, men's fit. I have zip-up hoodies. I didn't even know it. I went to the website and I'm looking at the hoodie options and they have zip-up hoodies. Like, what the fuck? I did not know that. I didn't even look at my own merch when it went out. I was just like, hey, yeah, cool. Nope, there's zip-up hoodies. Didn't know that. People were asking me, like, is there zip-up hoodies? I'm like, no, there is. I'm fine. The Brothers page has been private. It was private. Did he unprivate it when all this shit happened? Because it was private when I was on it. I'm waiting to see if I've been kicked off it. It's I got kicked off it, y'all. Brycey kicked me off. Brycey kicked me off. Didn't block me, though. Didn't block me. Kicked me off, though. Damn me for exposing. Damn me. Cool beans. Well, you guys think I'm wrong now? Think I'm wrong now? I like zip-up hoodies, too. They have lightweight ones, but they only come in one size, apparently. But the clothes, one of the reasons why I decided is because I'm a big girl. And I couldn't even wear the designs from the store I was going to. So these ones go to 5X. These go to 5X. So all of you people like me that are in shape, because round is a shape, it goes to 5X. So. Yes, I got kicked. I got kicked, Kirsty. Yeah, they're it's 15 following, 17 followers now. So yeah, they went private. They were private when I because I had to request them because they followed me. So I followed them back and it was requested. It went through. I could see everything and now I've been kicked off. They didn't block me though. Weirdly. So how you doing? Hi, Sarah. I'm glad you're alive and well. I'm glad you're alive and well. You know, it's good to know that you are alive and well. It's bizarre that you tried to fake your death and pin it on 2 shitbags, but you live, you learn, I guess. Brycey, why did you kick me off your TikTok? That was mean. Wasn't it, puppy? They kicked me off there. Yes, they did. That was bullshit. That was some bullshit, yeah. They're mean. They make mommy cry. They make mommy cry, yeah. Bryce kicked you off too. You haven't since I started following you, I haven't seen you be wrong once. Yeah. Yeah. She's alive and she's in here. Right, Bryce? Look, I don't know why you did it. I do know why you did it. Let's be real. I do know why they did it. Because they wanted to be able to escape, change names, go incognito, and they figured, why not take everybody down with me? Look, we all know that April and Pink Hat are assholes. We all know that. We don't need somebody trying to pin something crazy on them, though. I mean, they're assholes, and we know they're assholes. They're going to be assholes. That's who they are as people. Again, feel free to go look at her video of making fun of my dead animal. But she got the wrong animal, which is fucking... Would you stop that? That hurts. She got the wrong animal. My hermit crabs are alive and fine. They're out in the living room. If you're gonna poke fun at me for having a dead pet, at least get the right pet. Fucking weird. How low do you got to be to make it up? I don't know. I don't like. What? Why would you just randomly out of nowhere just be like, you know what? I'm just gonna fake my death. It's weird. She's kicking all. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Oh, mine still says that they got 17 followers and 15 following. So they're not kicking everybody off. They're letting some of you stay on. So yeah, Sarah Anderson is alive and well. You guys don't, no worry, no frets. She is alive. I wouldn't say she's well, actually. She's alive and unwell. Anybody who fakes their own death is not well. They're not well. Ryan got the backup evidence to the backup evidence to the backup evidence to the backup evidence. People are wild. People are wild. How's he gonna get how are they gonna get the word out about it if they're private though? I'm not crazy, I'm just a little unwell, I know. Right now you can tell. But stay a while and maybe then you'll see a different side of me. Yeah. They still got 17 followers and 15 are following, so. I know, my hair's so long. It's crazy, right? I got this biotin shampoo that makes my hair feel weird. I just used it for the first time and I'm like, it makes my hair feel weird. So, follow me on YouTube, Brian Lee TM, please. How long do you think they'll keep up the charade? I'm pretty sure I busted that shit. So I don't think they can keep it up very much longer. Why do people fake stuff on the internet? Because they can get away with it. It's the same reason that people on Reddit say horrible things about people and they're keyboard warriors who hide behind a nameless face. Because on the internet, you're not going to get called out for the shit that you do. You can hide, you can become anonymous, you can do whatever you want and never have to take accountability for it because all you have to do is get on another username and disappear. That's why. Why do people lie at all ever? I don't know. I don't lie. I don't feel the need to lie. You know, I've had my haters on Reddit. We've caught you in lie. You've caught me in changing words around that probably mean the same thing, but you're too stupid to understand that. I don't have to lie. Me rephrasing something differently or adding a detail here or there's not lying. Anything you ask me about, my story's not going to change. I'll say the same thing every fucking time. Good night. Yeah, in real life, you can't pull that shit off. Oh, good night, Leanne. Oh my God, it's 11 p.m. Holy shit. I thought it was like 8 o'clock at night. Oh my God, I didn't even get on here till 9. Since you've been following me, I've never changed my story on anything because I don't need to. You don't need to change the truth. You don't need to say you're chained to a bed, chained to a wall, chained to a person, chained in a tool shed. You don't need to change your story. If your story is your story, you stick to it. It's not hard. You don't have to change your story if it's true. You don't need to change it. I think Ryan is the only person on here in this part of YouTube I have respect for. I appreciate you. Yeah, you get see. That's the thing. That's why people get caught in lies because when you're making up stories, it's hard to remember the details. I can tell you every fucking thing that's ever happened to me. I can give it to you in fucking detail. I don't hide from my shit. I know what I've done. I know the people I have wronged. I know the things that I've done wrong. It is what it is. So, Sarah is alive, going by the name of Bryce now, apparently. So we put that little mystery to bed. I'm sure I will have a few videos in my direction yet again from Thea, because that's what she does every time she doesn't get enough attention. She, has to come up with something. So I'm sure she'll get attention, off my back, because that's what she does. If she talks about other people, then she gets the attention. So it is what it is. Is Natasha Zuman Cooper really banned from YouTube? Yes. Yeah. They all do it though. Think about it. Natasha, Thea, they're all like this. It's fucking weird. I don't need y'all up in my shit like that. Like, I feel like weird, like it being this fucking close. Y'all need to be all up in my shit. It's weird. I don't understand people who talk with their face like right here. The only thing I've been wrong about is KB. Here's my thing. I don't know how wrong I was. I feel like we had some form of genuine friendship. I don't know how much I was being used, but I feel like there was some actual genuine friendship in there, just because based off of the hours of phone calls. I feel like there was some genuineness in there. No, I don't know how brief, but there was some genuineness there. But it is what it is. I definitely have my feelings about a lot of shit, though. And I could start a lot of shit. There's content creators on here that I would probably be pretty pissed at some of the shit I had to say, but I'm just chilling with it now. I definitely think that family cons. I can tell you this. They're getting paid by percentage on that show. And the more hyped up they get that show, the more they make off that show, the more they make. Because they weren't paid a flat fee for that. They were paid percentage wise. I'm not going to tell you the percentages. They were paid percentage wise. So if they can hype up this show and make a shit ton of money, they'll make a shit ton of money because they're being paid by percentage. So every time she's on TMZ, every time there's a big thing on TikTok, every time there's something, hyping up for that show. The more you make, the more you take. That's all there is to it. So I know I'm not going to be watching it. I didn't watch the last one. I'm not watching this one because I'm not doing it. I told him flat out. I said, I haven't seen it because I ain't paying for it. So, I feel like everything has been very calculated. I feel like everything has been done in a certain way to make the most profit available. I stand by that. So, but I think I've done my diligence today. So, I think I've done my diligence. I've shown that Sarah's alive and well. I put a nice big Thea target on my back yet again. Look, it doesn't matter if I'm quiet, she talks about me. If I say something, she talks about me. So what does it matter? If I keep her name completely out of my mouth, I still have a video about every 2 weeks. It's fucking wild. And you get so sick of hearing turn the other cheek. I'm out of fucking cheeks, bro. I'm tired. I'm tired of my name being in mouths that don't need to have it in there. It's wild. Which song? It is. Damned if I do and damned if I don't. So I know that. I know that. Everybody on here knows that. The followers she bought don't know that. But everybody else does. You feel like she's in love with me. Y'all, the tarot readings that have been coming my way, are wild. I have people sending me these things going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You know, buying followers is hella embarrassing. Somebody tried to say that I bought followers on my big account. That account got big when my kid was pregnant. It was like following her pregnancy and our family and stuff. That's where all the followers came from. And then I erased all the content and just held onto the account. I didn't erase the content, it's there. It's privated. Especially when a lot of the content got privated for two reasons. Number one, I didn't want her to have it. I'm a bitch. I'm a petty bitch, and I didn't want her to have it, so I privated it. But number two, it was right about the time that all that weird shit was going on with that Ren account. Hey, buddy, you guys remember the 3-year-old Ren and how people were like saving her videos, and they started talking about how if you look on kids' videos, how many saves there are. And I realized that putting my grandson out there where people could save his videos was not good. So it got privated for that reason as well. That was the less petty reason. All the content's still there, it's just privated. What's my sun sign? In Western, which is what you guys go by, I'm an Aries, but I go by Eastern, so I'm Pisces. Buddy, you are being a bad dog right now. I know, you're a puppy and you want to play. So, I forgot what I was saying. Usually go back one. My moon and my rising. So in Western, I'm an Aries, Sagittarius, and in Eastern, I am a Pisces, Scorpio. So triple fire, triple water. But if you are on TikTok, follow me on Ryan Lee TM YouTube. I'm going to head over there and finish it up over there. So Ryan Lee TM on YouTube, please. Give a subscribe. Think about doing a membership, and I will see you guys later. Follow me on Ryan Lee TM on YouTube. Bye, Sarah. How y'all doing? I can't wait to see all the whiplash I'm going to be getting. Probably. People are wild. Never ever, people are wild. But the problem is when you have social media and you have social media sites like TikTok and Reddit where you can essentially be completely anonymous. Like right now, I could get on TikTok and make a whole ass account, say my name is Karen from Missouri, and nobody's gonna know any different. Nobody's gonna know any different. Because that's what it's allowed. So while Facebook does the whole, you need to have your name, whatever, which you can get around it sometimes a little bit. Hey, Rebecca. To me, it's frustrating when you have sites that you can be completely anonymous on. Like that shit tank Reddit. Where you can just, you have, no profile picture. You have some randomly generated name. And you just have all the power in the world to be this asshole behind the screen because nobody's going to come and kick your teeth in for doing it. Because I can tell you. Did I see? No, he kicked me off. He kicked me off. I can't see shit. Yeah, I'm going to be doing, I'm going to do the tarot card reading thing in the future. But I'm going to do it a different way than I did it last time. I used to do tarot readings on here and show everybody while I was doing it. But the lovely, lovely trolls irritate me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do private readings. I'm going to do private readings. I'm going to do them where I can call somebody on Facebook Messenger and do it that way. So, because doing them on here, I don't need people. Can you give me my very first reading? Sure. I don't need people running what I do into the ground or saying that I don't know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for years on years on years on years on years. I know what I'm doing. I did them last year. I was successful with that, and then I just quit. One thing I've noticed about tarot readings is like when you first announce that you're doing them, like 20 people want them, and they get them, and then they don't want them for another, month, 2, 3. So basically, when you first start doing it, you get that influx of like 20, 30, 40, 50 people, and then nothing. So I did it for about 2 months last year, and I'm going to probably do it for about 2 months this year. I just haven't done it yet. And I'm going to do private readings. So basically, I'm going to call you on Facebook Messenger and do it that way. So they're going to be a little bit more expensive than what I used to charge, because they're going to be completely private and completely one-on-one. And I know what that goes for. It's not going to be crazy. Don't worry. It's not going to be crazy. But I know what that goes for. So I'm not going to do, $10 readings. But I'm not doing $50 readings either. So, I mean, I've had them done. I had them done a few times a long time ago. Reading for yourself is weird because you read something and your brain wants to process it, so I don't read myself. Please tell me that is not frying. I just put this coil in. I put in a coil. My husband actually, he was doing the hermit crab tank, and he dumped dirt. His arm went like that, and he dumped dirt down into our fucking tanks, and we both had brand new coils. So we had to put in another brand new coil, and that one just tasted burning. It better not be. You can read yourself, but I mean, I don't anymore. No. No, what I do is I rely on the FYP to throw shit at me. And it's wild because one of the cards that I associate with myself is the Queen of Wands. And it's bizarre because I will be on the FYP and literally they will I don't know how many times now where somebody's like, blah, 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 blah. And this Queen of Wands. And I'm like, fuck me. That's really weird. My Cash App, I had it up there. Oh shit, that didn't work. It's my name. Depending on what it's for anyway. But yeah, so I'm gonna do it in the next I don't know, month or two probably. I got too much shit right now. I'm thinking about even doing it towards like fall because I have so much content I'm trying to get out that all my time is spent doing content. And then when it gets colder, I'm gonna be struggling for content. So I'm thinking about doing it even later in the year. What, Crystal? I kissed out an order too. What? Oh, just put it in order. What'd you get? I'm getting ready to put up a couple new designs. I put up a new one last night that I really like. But I'm getting ready to put up a couple new designs because I want a tote bag. I don't like purses, but I want a go bag for my content to where I can have my camera, my mic, my book, my iPad, and so I have like a go kit for content. So I wanna make a tote bag, a content tote bag, but I don't have I need the perfect one. You know what I mean? I need the perfect one. So I'm trying to make a design that I want on a tote bag, and I haven't got that design yet. So I did put up a new one yesterday. It's really good. I like it. But and then I know I want like another cup or two. The cups are amazing, you guys. I'm not even kidding. So they're 20 ounce. They're steel, and the lid is like the flip top, like a coffee, but it's got like a lip ridge where your lip goes. It's so comfortable. You got the I said what I said t-shirt and Team Ryan zip up hoodie. Nice. Yeah, you're my Team Ryan buyer. I appreciate you. Um YouTube just showed me the Ryan Reynolds Mint Mobile commercials. Coincidence? My axolotl is named after Ryan Reynolds. I couldn't name it Ryan, but it's green, and I didn't want it the Hulk, so I was like Green Lantern. I was like, that's Ryan Reynolds, and I was like, well, I can't name it Ryan. Obviously, that'd be weird. So we named it Ren for Reynolds, and then I love the singer Ren. So, do I have any idea how much the postage would be to the UK? I have no idea. You just go to the site and it'll tell you. You just had a cat ad. It was cute. All you have to do is go there, put your order in, and see what your shipping would be like. But yeah, the design I put up last night's really cute. It's a skull holding a butterfly with some sunflowers, and it says "Beauty in all things." Your hubby told you to get 2 items for yourself as your Mother's Day gift. You're adorable. I appreciate it. You have to join my channel soon. I would appreciate that. I'm a content creator, and this is the only way. This is the like memberships and Cash App and Venmo and the shirts are basically how that's my job. My husband does his 70-hour week trucker job, and then being a content creator is my job. So I feel like being a member on YouTube, I try to definitely fulfill what people are paying for. Like if you're in the first tier, you get early access videos. So everything's early access when that happens. And you show up green, you have your little symbols, you show that way, you show your support. And it says to prioritize comments, but I try to do that anyways. And then tier 2, I have like member only chats, member only lives. That's where some trauma dumps are going to be, is in the members only. And then tier 3, which I didn't think I was going to sell any of, but I've actually sold pretty well. The highest tier is behind the scenes content. So it's content that's never going to make it on YouTube. So you get to see content that is never going to make it out of that folder unless somebody steals it, and then I'll copyright infringe it. So, yeah. I mean, I try to keep the prices reasonable. I looked at other people, what they were charging and what they were giving for what they were charging. And I feel like mine is reasonable. I feel like it's reasonable. I mean, I have supporters. I've had people who have been followers for 3 years. And I guess it's one of the ways that they can, show their support. But the thing is, like, there's always going to be free content. There's always going to be free lives. I'm not in this to paywall anybody, but this is essentially what I'm doing as a quote unquote job. So anybody who does do memberships, it does help. I'm not going to lie, but I'm also not going to ever put everything behind a paywall, because I understand what it's like to not have money, to not be able to subscribe to something you enjoy. So there's always going to be free content and free things like that. It's just when I go do behind the scenes content, like I blew my leg out last time making content. I actually did making content. I did it behind the scenes to get to the other portion of content, and I actually blew my knee out doing it. So it's not just you're still waiting on instructions for. Oh my god, I forgot. I'm gonna do that. We need a Ryan care pack we can buy with like your chips and pop and other beds. That'd be nice. As you know, there's always, you can always help by doing Cash App, Venmos, things like that. There's super chat things on here. Those get taxed to shit though. Like I've always told you guys, and this isn't just for me, this is for any creator that you enjoy and want to support. It's always smarter just to Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, whatever them, because when you do it through YouTube or TikTok, it gets taxed. So if you want to help out your creators, like pay their pocket directly. So yeah, I'm gonna do the iPhone user thing. But since we're sitting here, I'll show you. But I am gonna make a video. I literally I had it on my list of things to do, and I fucked up. So basically, what you do now that I have my phone here is you type in YouTube.com on your phone, like if you have an iPhone, into your browser. Ugh, it's telling me my iPhone has been hacked. Hold on. Stupid. You think I'm gonna fall for that? All right, let's try this again. Okay, so you go to YouTube on your phone, like via like Chrome or whatever, and when you go to search YouTube, you're gonna put me in, for instance. There I am, right there. And then hold on, because this worked on my iPad. Hold on. Oh, here it is. So down here, there's a button. It says mobileyoutube.com, and there's a button right here that looks like share. And you're going to go to where it says request desktop site. And then go to it that way. Because when you go on a computer, it works. Damn, I'm doing it because of View Channel. But you do it that way. Hi, Ryan. The artwork on your merch site is so well done. My favorite is the Grim Reaper with the puppy reading True Crime. But yeah, so that's how you do it. And it sucks because for content creators that are trying to, like, you know, they're trying to make money, to make it to where iPhone users basically don't know how to become a member sucks, because I have lots of people that I know that are iPhone members that now are not members because they can't figure out how to fucking do it. Audra, they run I think $3.99, $6.99, and $9.99 a month. Early access is $3.99. Member chat is $6.99, and behind the scenes is $9.99. I did it in $3 increments. You can't remember your password? Make a new one. I don't know what to tell you. Make a new YouTube account. I don't know what to tell you. Why, thank you. I appreciate you. So it was very nice. Thank you. Especially because YouTube is being a bitch right now. I'm supposed to be able to put in my bank to be paid, because it's the day to put in your bank statement, bank information, and it's not letting me do it right now. And I'm like, I need to get paid. No, just send cash. Well, that's okay. No, you don't have to. Jeez. No, that was nice of you, Crystal. Thank you. No. It just, you know, it is what it is, and I appreciate everybody. I appreciate even just the subscribes. You know, one thing that you can do, if you can't, you know, I get it, if you don't have money or whatever. One thing that you can do to help your favorite creators on here is, when you see that they have ads enabled, don't bitch. You can literally hit skip on them. You can hit skip and it still counts them. So you just literally just either let them roll or hit skip. Either way, it doesn't matter. But the ads are a big portion in how we get paid, is the ads. And you don't have to sit through them. Just hit skip. I hate them too. I hate them too. But unfortunately, that's one of the major ways to it's one of the major ways to bring in revenue. And just watch people's videos, because when you watch them, the ads roll, they get views, they go into the algorithm, more people watch them, more people watch the ads, etc. Like I go out for hours and I make content, and I just can't seem to hit the algorithm correctly on YouTube. I try, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm doing something wrong. Hey, I'm doing something wrong on YouTube that I can't hit the algorithm correctly. No, you can skip the ads. Just hit skip. I mean, it's probably better if you watch them. It could be better if you watch them. I don't know, but I know you can hit skip. I do. Watch me be fucking myself. Oh, let's see. We're sitting here chilling. Why not? See, no, that's not true. That's not true. Hold on. Because I know that ain't right. It says YouTubers do not get paid directly if you don't click on the sponsored content, even if you watch the entire video. I'm sure that there's not that many people clicking on shit. You know what I mean? I don't hate them, but every time the ad rolls after you say something like, "You're not going to believe this," or I don't know, click on them once in a while. Click on them once in a while. Let's see. Do YouTubers get paid if you skip ads? The short answer is yes. It is the type of ad, the length of ad, the quality of the ad, the advertiser's bid. Advertisers only pay when a viewer watches a certain portion of the ad or clicks on it. No, apparently y'all need to watch the ads. Watch the ads. Then they have the non-skippable ones, of course. Skippable are the most common ones. These ads appear blah blah. They only pay if a viewer watches the entire ad or 30 seconds of it. Non-skippable video ads cannot skip. They pay more for non-skippable ads because they're guaranteed to be seen. Let's see. Yeah, that'd be nice. I need to start getting lots of views. I'm not getting a lot of views, so. And people who do the premium, they don't pay out as much because you guys are skipping ads. Yeah, so apparently you want to watch the ad or click the ad, apparently, I guess. More drink breaks. Oh yeah, you can You don't have to use PayPal. You can use a debit card or things like that for it. You got one for Teen Venmo and then Instacart. I appreciate you, Amanda. Yeah, so apparently you watch the whole ad and possibly click on it, which would be great. I'm trying to like I said, I'm just trying to when I had to do the whole quit the job thing, I had to come up with something, and we only have one car. And my back is busted, and that job was fucking killing me. Even just what I had to do, I had so many restrictions when I worked because I have a ridiculous weightlifting cap that I'm basically useless at a job. Basically useless. I can't sit through ads, which is why I pay for premium. Hey, you do you. You do you. She's fine. I get it. You got to do what you got to do. We pay for premium Hulu because my husband can't stand ads. He's been wanting to get YouTube premium, and I'm like, nope, we can't do that now. Now that I know that it helps people by watching the ads, like I feel bad. I can't be like, I can't buy YouTube premium to skip ads while making my viewers watch ads. I feel like that's pretty hypocritical. So I always let the ads play through on YouTube to help them out that way. I figured that, Medina. Yeah, liking the videos helps, rewatching them, sharing them, whatever. One thing you can do is if you're cleaning or something, put on a playlist of mine. I'm trying to get the true crime playlist up really well. That way, if somebody's cleaning or whatever, they can just put on the playlist and just listen to true crime. I think I got like 9 of them on there currently. I do plan on doing more. I went out today to get content actually, and it started storming. Okay. So, thank you, Cece. I appreciate you. I went out today to the falls, and I drove all the way to if this doesn't tell you how fucked up my brain is at this point, I drove all the way to the falls, got to the parking lot, and left. Didn't even get the content. Why? Because it's out in the middle of nowhere, and I was the only person there. Now, I don't know. Oh, thank you, Anonymous. Now, I don't know about the rest of you, but I am not going to a waterfall where there is nobody around. Number one, if I fall, there's nobody there. But number two, I was on a live. I'm going to tell you guys a story about what happened when I was at this place. I was on a live, and I was sitting at a picnic table at this place. And there's places where you can like camp in the woods off of where this picnic table was. And this guy came up, and he was talking about how this guy's wife had went missing and how they had just had the cops there questioning them. And I was like, and they just like came up and started talking to me and this guy who sat down next to me that I did not know. So I am on a live with this guy and his girlfriend that I don't know, that sit down next to me, and they're talking. And then these guys wander out of the woods to let them know, to just come up and talk to us about how this guy's wife was missing and the cops had just left and they were talking to him. And I am not going anywhere now that I know that you can just like camp in these woods. I'm not going by myself. So I drove all the way to these falls, and it took me like almost 45 minutes to get there. And I get down the long stretch. I took the wrong road. I turned around. I went down the other stretch. I'm driving, and there is not one soul in the parking lot. And now a lot of people will be like, oh, great, perfect. I can get my content. I'm all here. I'm all by myself. Nobody to bother me. I didn't have my 22. And I'm like, I am not going anywhere that I can be thrown off a platform or hauled into the woods. Like, I'm good. So I literally pull into the parking lot, do a Yui, and leave. So I didn't even get the content today. And then I was on my way back and it started raining. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? So I didn't get any content today. Kept the car, other than I had to go to the bank. I kept the car for no fucking reason because I didn't even get any content today. So that sucked. But yeah, I plan on I think I have a few more. I'm gonna look on my SD card. I may have one or two on there. I don't know. I don't know what's on my SD card right now. But there is going to be a lot more true crime. And the thing is with my true crime ones is, yes, I'm going to do more well-known cases. Yes, I'm going to do some popular cases. But a lot of the ones that I'm doing, a lot of you guys don't even know about, never even heard about, or don't know much about if you do know them. Yeah, Mr. Ryan works 70 hours a week. So Mr. Ryan can never go anywhere with me. But he did say that as soon as we have the money, which it's going to cost me like $250. So it's going to be a hot minute. He said that he will take me on the day tour of Waverly. He said he'd take me on the day tour of Waverly Sanitarium in Louisville. But essentially, we have to have the money, and then we have to have money for a hotel so that we can do like a good thing there. So as soon as we have the money up, he said that he would actually go to Waverly with me, which shocked me, to be honest. I don't know what you're talking about. What pastor? For who? But we were looking up different Waverly tours, and he's like, yeah, I'll take you. And I was like, you'll go. He was like, yeah. I was like, all right. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so I just noticed somebody had a potion bottle next to their name, and then I noticed you had a potion bottle next to your name. You guys are 2-month people. 2-month people have potion bottles. Yeah, I haven't looked at the Micah case. Yeah, so that's why you guys have potion bottles. Those are my two. You guys were the first ones to get. So yeah, that's what it is. You went nice. So there's a fucking fly. Potion bottles are month 2. Evil Eyes are month 1. So some of you guys will be going to potion bottles soon. Yeah, I want to go. I was shocked he said he'd go with me, to be honest, because he's not like really into that kind of stuff. Hey, Justine. He's really not into that kind of stuff. And he actually watches my true crime. This one fucking fly. He watches my true crime ones. And he came home the other day, and I had just put up 2 about cannibals. And he comes home and he's like, those were gross. I was like, uh-huh. I know. I like them. And he's like, no. And I'm like, yeah. I haven't seen it. I haven't looked into it. I haven't nothing. I haven't looked. There's so many cases. Do I follow any of the anti-scammers on TikTok? No. Because I'm going to tell you something. I had this troll about 2 years ago. And they love to say that I was a scammer. Anti-scammer things on TikTok are frustrating because you have the people that very obviously scam people. We all know who I'm talking about here. And then you have people that people are jealous because their followers appreciate them. There's a difference between putting up your Cash App and Venmo and having people support you and me coming on and being like, I'm going to do a GoFundMe for this. I'm going to do a GoFundMe for that. I need this, I need that. No, yeah, like when I was talking about, my car's fucked up. I didn't go on here and actively, be like, hey, send $10, send $20. I was like, yeah, my car's fucked up. And a couple of you sent me some money, and I appreciate that. But that's not scamming somebody if it's a legit thing. Like, if somebody comes on here, there was a guy, I fell for a scam once. There was a guy, he said he was homeless. and I didn't have no money that week. I had like $20 for the whole fucking week. And I sent him $10. Does it sound like a lot of money? No. But in that moment, that was half the money I had for the week. And he was a well-known scammer on TikTok. I didn't know that. And he was a well-known scammer on TikTok. And he would go on there and get, and he even said to me, he's like, no, you don't have to do this. And I was like, no, I have the money right now. I'm not going to have it next week. And he's a well-known scammer. And I didn't know that. And I didn't even think to fact check. I just saw, this kid, 18 years old, was homeless, and thanks, Crystal. I'll look into the Micah case. My thing is this, when a case is brand new, people get very, everybody wants to know everything about it, and everybody covers it. Everybody covers it. Talk to each other for a second. Everybody talks about it, and then it's like blown out of proportion. Yourself, for God's sake. Don't let the dogs chew on you. Jesus. All right, I'm back. All right. A rug user? Oh, I get it. I'm like, wait, what? You'll need to get some on payday. Get some what on payday? How to become a member on YouTube mobile app? Are you on an Android or iPhone? iPhone's a bitch. Yeah, you actually saved me from sending him money that month. You appreciate coming on to warn people. Yeah, that was, his name was like something Noah something. And he had like 3 different scammer accounts on TikTok, and I fucking fell for it. And that was the same. Oh my God, that week was so bad. Part of the reason I was so, I was getting my glasses that week, and I took part of the money out of my bank at a Walmart cash stand, like, would you like to take money out? And I left $60 in the fucking, when I took it out, I forgot it, lost it, came home, same day, got scammed out of that money. I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah, it'll come back to me tenfold. Yeah, I'm still waiting on that. iPhone's a bitch. So basically what you do is you go to like Chrome or Safari, and you put in YouTube, and then you go to, when you get into YouTube on there, you put in my username, and then there is down at the bottom, like mine's down here where the address bar is, there's a little thing that looks like a share button. It's a box with an arrow that goes up. Click that, and then it goes up and it says show desktop site. Once you show the desktop site, it'll work. Because otherwise, YouTube people either need to do it on a computer or like that. I'm going to do a video on it. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I'm actually going to do it. And then, because it's so much easier, Android literally goes down to where that little $ is, or they just go to YouTube and it'll say join. It's that fucking easy. But for iPhone, you got to like jump through hoops, which is frustrating. because I know that I've lost out on memberships just because people can't figure it out. So it's frustrating. I'm going to do a video on it. I said I was going to, and I totally planned to, and then I got sidetracked because I have ADHD and it's not medicated. Yeah. So it's frustrating. And what they did was YouTube decided not to let iPhone able to do it because iPhone was taking a portion of it by allowing YouTube to have the button. So YouTube was like, fuck you, iPhone. So now you have to jump through a hoop if you're on a fucking iPhone. And it's bullshit. And we're the ones that are paying for it. Because, like I said, I'm losing people that want to do memberships because they don't know how to do a membership because they're too embarrassed to say, you know what, I don't know how to do this. So they think that they don't know what they're doing. They don't want to ask. They don't want to look stupid. And in actuality, it's like I need to like essentially walk people through it because otherwise people aren't going to know how to do it. Yeah, see, so you just click join, you have an Android. So otherwise you got to go through a bunch of rigmarole, which I'm going to literally do. I'm going to make a video. I'm going to try to do it tonight. If not, I'm going to do it tomorrow. I think now my husband, okay, so my husband's supposed to take the car today. And I'm supposed to have the car Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and he's supposed to have it Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Well, today was supposed to be a kind of nice day, so he let me keep the car, and I'm gonna let him take the car tomorrow. Except there may be tornadoes tomorrow, and I may need the car to make a getaway. So I don't know if I'm keeping the car or not. So we'll see. I agree 100%. Oh, thanks, Kels. Thanks. Yo, you figured it out. Appreciate you. Appreciate you a lot. Yeah, I got to start putting my stuff up early. I was putting everything everywhere, and it was like, oh my god, I was putting so much stuff in behind the scenes that I wasn't putting enough content out. I was putting everything in behind the scenes, all like a lot of the longer content I was putting in behind the scenes, and I wasn't putting out enough actual content, so I had to start like not putting as much in behind the scenes and to start actually putting content out because I was not getting enough content out. So, yeah, I don't know. I know we have some shitty weather coming tomorrow. I know that. So, I don't have a basement. I have a crawl space, and I am not getting underneath my house because no. So if something happens, I'm gonna have to like make a break for it. But hopefully not. I mean, since I've lived here, I knock on wood, I've never heard never heard of anything. Nothing's really ever happened around me, thank God. So it'll say something about so you found the share looking button. Okay, click it and you gotta like scroll up a little bit and it'll say like something to desktop site. Something to desktop site. And do it that way. The problem is all these fucking apps. But yeah, it'll because I've done it on my phone and my iPad at this point. So you have to like hold on. Oh, Bryce made a new post. Bryce made a new post. 0 followers, 0 following. Got rid of everybody and said, I tried to reach out to people about my sister and you all turned into psycho weirdos. So what? My sister used her husband's account. No big crime. My sister took her effing life because of people like you. Okay. But yeah, you Chrome and then YouTube. And then once you get to YouTube, you search the user. And then you find the share button, which is above that apparently, the share button. And you have to scroll down and it'll say, this one says request desktop site. It says request desktop site. So then you do that. It says I'm live. And then do it that way, I guess. I guess you just go to return. Let's see. Yep, there's the join button. Sure as shit. Sure as shit. It's right there. It's right next. There's a white one and then there's a black one. The black one is the join. So the white one's subscribe and the black one is join. So it works. It works. My rib is completely fucking out. It hurts to breathe. This sucks. I'm going to the chiropractor on Monday. Thank God. There's so many cases that go on though, and then like 80 people can't cover them. Now, I will tell you one thing about the algorithm though, and this is completely side whatever, because I was talking about 80 people. Do not watch if there's something that you are watching and you don't want to watch it and you watch it anyway because you're stupid and you like train wrecks like I did. I'm okay, so I have gone down a rabbit hole that I couldn't get out of on my algorithm. No matter how much, like, I could not get out of it. Apparently, JoJo Siwa decided to make a song that she supposedly, allegedly, took from this Brit girl from her 2012 The Karma's a Bitch. JoJo took it. She said that she wrote it. She talked about all about the songwriting process. And then this Brit girl puts it out as well, shows her original version. JoJo's upset, Brit's upset. And I couldn't get out of the algorithm. My whole algorithm was JoJo Siwa for like 20 minutes. I couldn't get out of it. I was like, at this point, like, I was literally just anything that happened to not be JoJo, I would watch to try to reset my algorithm because I couldn't get out of it. I was sucked into this fucking JoJo Siwa rabbit hole and I could not get out of it. I'm just like, oh my God, please, somebody like throw me a life raft. I couldn't get out. I'm like, oh my God, no matter what I did, she was just there like every fucking video. And it was everything from her, she's a choreo, she's this like great dancer, and the dancing for it was awful. And then they showed videos of the choreography, and then they were showing videos of the song, and they were showing the other girl's song, and then they showed her car with her rap on it of her face. And then there was the shitty tattoos, and then she got hand tattoos, and they're fucking awful. And I was like, oh my God, make it stop. How do I get out of this? How do I get out of this? Oh my God. So you have to, surgery. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah. So fucking wild, man. Oh yeah. Don't even get on the pimple popper side of fucking TikTok. You'll never get out of there. My poor husband. He's so mad. He got into work. His slip seat driver decided he was gonna like fuck up the truck and try to turn it in, and my husband got started late and like, you are wet. What'd you do? Go get a drink and rub your beard all over me? Ew. Beard girl. Don't wag your butt at me. Your tail's gonna take you off to the moon. Anyway, he was starting late and he's gonna get home late. And so, like, he's still not home. I gotta go get him whenever the hell he gets home. Please, that motherfucker ain't gonna be home for like another hour and a half. Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Let's see if he'll call me. Yeah. Like, he's like an hour something out still. Whack-a-mole. You are on speaker.
Yes, can I help you?
Are you still over an hour out?
Yeah.
Are we gonna have time to play a game tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I just looked at Life 360 and you're still like an hour out.
We're not leaving for work till 1:15. Remember that.
Okay.
Or at least 1 o'clock.
Oh no, 1:15. I want you to leave at 2 and fuck him over like he fucked you over.
Oh, I've already fucked him over.
Well, yeah, because he fucked you over. You're stuck. You have no point. I mean, like.
Yeah. He texted me. I know it was him texting me because on my watch it showed me. And I ignored it. An hour later he calls me. Hey, did you work tonight? I'm like, yeah. That's what's going on with truck. I said, you know what's going on with the truck? He goes, oh, what truck did you use? I said, 547. He goes, how far are you out? I said, I'm in Newport. He goes, oh, okay. I'll find something else to use then.
Well, is that how he's going to get around it tomorrow? Will he just take something else? Is this even going to do anything?
Well, he can't take our truck.
Right.
He's got to take another usable truck.
So he's going to find a way around it anyway.
Yeah. He's just going to find another usable truck and use that.
Well, then what we're doing isn't going to do anything.
Nope, but I already talked to Will, Phil, and Austin about it. So,
yeah. What'd they say?
About how he texts me at 10:30 at night wondering where I am. Because his start time isn't till 2 o'clock in the morning. So, we'll see how this goes. Like I said, I already talked to Jack about him running up trucks.
Wild.
Yeah. Amazingly, it's nobody else's truck that he uses, just ours.
Right. Well, hopefully you'll get home here sometime soon.
Well, I'm almost to Clinton, so.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, I just wanted to call and check on you because you were not close.
Yeah, no. I'm at the 117, so.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yep. Love you. Bye.
Bye-bye. He's never coming home. He's never coming home. When he gets home, we have to get the trash up to the curb. And then I guess we're going to play a video game for a little bit. And he's been going into work like 4 hours early because of this guy. Because they share a truck. So both of their start times, one's 2 a.m., one's 2 p.m. And somehow they ended up to where they were 10:30 a.m. and 10:30 p.m. And so there's this whole debacle now. And are we on Twitch? I mean, yeah, we are on Twitch. We're going to be on Twitch tonight, probably. We're going to be doing our Blue Mages. I am Ryan Lee TM on Twitch, and he is Jack_DEE_gamer on Twitch. A lot of the times when he's home, like if it's just me, I go live on Twitch, and then if we're both here, usually I let him go live because that's his only time he can really go live. So I usually just let him. He'll be there faster than you think. You and Mr. Ryan are too adorable. Come be in my house. We are not adorable. We are both alpha personalities that do not like the other alpha personality. So we spend a lot of time very loudly discussing things. We are a loud folk. We are very, and not only that, but he's like going deaf in one ear. So like he's loud to begin with, and then like he don't like to ever let anybody talk. So then I overtalk him. So then he overtalks me. So then I overtalk him, and the next thing you know, we're screaming at each other. So, but I appreciate the people who did join membership today. I appreciate you guys a lot. The black light should be here today or tomorrow, and I just realized what today was. The black light will be here tomorrow, and then the axolotl will glow green. Yeah, I play Restaurant Simulator, which is really fun to watch. And then we both play Final Fantasy 14 together, and then he plays a couple other games like Cyberpunk and Warframe. I just realized what today is. Not that it mattered for me. Not that it mattered for me. Yeah, we work as a power team. If you don't stop rubbing your wet fucking face on my hands, Miss Pepperoon, your little tail is going to send you to the moon one of these days. You are the happiest damn dog I've ever seen. Her tail just... Well, it can't light up yet. I don't have the black light. I can tell you this, though. I'll show you what it looks like. It's wild. Hold on. This is what it looks like when it's lit up. Because this was either him or his brother. I'm not sure which. But this is what it looked like when I got it. Like, it lights up. Like, lights up. When I mean lights up, I mean like lights up. It's going to be that bright. That's the actual axolotl underneath the black light. And then they kind of look like that. They're like very glowy. So, yeah, we definitely, we have different bedtimes. We just have different bedtimes. Now, my bedtime is really weird because basically I sleep, and then if I got to take him to work, I call him in the morning, I get him up because he has sleeping issues. So I call and get him up. I kind of lay down for another half hour, hour. And then I take him to work, and then either I go out and get content or I come home. Now, if I come home, basically I will go to bed about 4 to 6 in the morning. Get up with him about at 8:30, go to leave for like 10. And then either I come home on the days he has the car, and then I sleep till about 4. So I'll get another about 5 hours there. Or if it's a content day, I don't sleep. So, yeah, did you see? Not only that, did you see what he posted? That he blamed us. He said, I tried to come to you, and you guys turned into fucking psychos, all because my sister unalived herself. And I'm like, yeah, it's a 000 account. Well, it's a 00104 account, but it's a 00 account. and he's got one public post. Yeah, me and Justin had a conversation about Thea. I heard that like somebody messaged me. They're like, Thea just tried to go after Justin, and I messaged Justin, and I'm like, so I hear you got an issue, and he's like, there ain't gonna be no issue. I was like, okay. So hopefully she's smart enough to not kick that box of rocks, because he could destroy her in 5 minutes. That would not be a good idea. Like, it's one thing to go after a creator with, under 100,000, but you don't ever go after a creator that's got 1.3 million. That is not smart in any way, shape, or form. Like, know your role, know your lane. Yeah, Justin. His name's Justin on TikTok. He's a true crime guy. He's nice. He started following me. Me and him were both doing this one Kentucky case. And we started following each other, and every now and then I'll be like, hey, did you hear about this? And I hadn't talked to him for a minute, and so I was like, I hear somebody was talking about you. And he's like, I fixed it. And I was like, okay. It's literally Justin on TikTok. That's what it's called. His actual URL is Justin on TikTok, all one word. And he knows a lot about a lot. He's like true crime all the time, and I just don't know. Like, for me, it's hard because like I know cases. Like, don't get me wrong, I could talk about like to have a conversation, but for me to like come to you guys and like spout off a bunch of facts, my memory is fucked. My memory is fucked. And I feel like I don't, I want to make sure I get all of the information correct and the numbers correct and the quotes correct. And that's the really bad perfectionism OCD I have. And so to me, it's easier for me to read shit. It's just easier for me to read shit. And I know that makes it sound like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I get that. But that's what happens when you have fucking 20 plus years of psychiatric medication that have fucked your brain. I spent from 17 to 21 so doped to the gills with psychiatric medication that I have no I have like 3 memories from that 4-year time frame. Like, they had me there. The way that they medicated me was, if something wasn't working, they would double it. And then when the doubling didn't work, they added to it. So I was on like 15 pills a day. And there was ones that I was on that where I would just walk straight into fucking walls. Like, I didn't even know where I was, who I was, what I was. It didn't even matter. And so I mean, a good portion of what should have been really great years of my life, I don't fucking remember. And what I do remember, I'm not proud of. So, I mean, and when I said, like, I know where my skeletons lie, I know what I've done, I know who I've hurt, I know what I've done. And those 4 years were fucking bad. I just did things I would have never done. Not that I never did anything crazy. Like, don't get that twisted. But I did things that would not have been characteristic of me otherwise. And so, some of it was, being young and stupid, and some of it was being out of my fucking head. And I'm just glad that, eventually my medication straightened out, and then it didn't work, and then it got good, and then it got bad, and then I got off, and then I got on. And so, I'm on a regimen now that works well. mentally, I'm in a pretty good space mentally. As long as I don't start getting super stressed out about something or money issues. I mean, mentally, I'm in a better place than I've been in a long time. I had some really shitty moments for the past couple years, and I got on a regimen that actually seems to be working pretty good. So, I mean, that's good. I forgot I had these boxes here. I ordered a couple things off of Amazon. USB cords. I needed a new USB cord because my one was jacking up, and it was two for $6, and they're corded as opposed to like one for like $7 at Walmart. So I got I got a 2-pack. I got one for me and one for him, and then I have all this shit needs USBs, all of it. I have nowhere to plug it all in, and I bought a USB extension port at Five Below, and it don't fucking work. One of them don't. It holds 3, but fucking one of them don't work. So I got this one. Oh, you can turn them on and off too. Nice. But this way I can plug in all of my shit and not have to worry about it because the one I have don't fucking work. What's even plugged into it right now? This not even plugged in. What is plugged into this? Weird. There's nothing plugged into it. Yeah, this wasn't bad. I mean, this one was, I don't know, it was probably like somewhere between $10 and $20. I want to say it was 17. And like you can get one at Office Supply with 3 slots for 17. So I got this bad boy because I mean I got my ring light, my webcam, my mouse, my charge my headphones, my clock, my lamp, my little salt lamp. Like I got a ton of shit that needs to be plugged into this, and I ain't got nowhere to do it. So the one that I bought worked it from Five Below for a hot second, and now I have my lamp or my ring light plugged into the one on the ground, and I need to not have it plugged into the ground. So yeah, I have a ring light. That's why you can see me so well. I have that lamp right there, and then I have a ring light right there. It sits on my desk. It comes in different colors. It's got like a cool light, a warm light, a natural light, and it's got different brightnesses. I got all natural ones. Oh, now it's getting pissed. So yes, USB hubs are convenient. So yeah, no, my husband has a ring light that he uses for his gaming, but it's got like red and blue and green and tie dye and music mode and I don't need all that. So I just got this one, and it's a tabletop one, so it has to be on a table. I would love to know what all that shit's plugged into because nothing's plugged in. So I would love to know what's being plugged into. You know what? I bet you anything that I'm not using my webcam right now. I'm using the one on my computer. I can tell because that light's not on. Whoops. I mean, I'm pretty happy. I mean, I don't know if I'd say happy, but I'm more content. Does that make sense? So it is my webcam and nothing. This is the one that I was using. And it don't work very well. So yeah, he can make himself look like a Smurf anyway. So I can get all this plugged in now. Don't be growling. What is that? Is this the webcam? What in the hell? I'm like, I got wires on wires on wires. What the hell? Where does this go to? That's my microphone. How are you guys hearing me? I just realized my microphone ain't even fucking on. What? I just realized my microphone isn't on. Probably because it's unplugged. Maybe? I don't know. Shut off. You guys can hear me though. All right, so this is the webcam. And this is the microphone. And that's the light. I didn't even realize that. My mic hasn't even been on this whole time. Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. I know my microphone isn't on. What the fuck? It's not been on this whole time. Oh my God. Like, look, I appreciate the fact that everything has a cord longer than God, but like, are you freaking kidding me right now? There we go. Can you hear me? My microphone's on now. I'm so glad I wasted money on a mic for you to be able to hear me perfectly fucking fine without it. You got a political one? Everybody had told me I sounded really tinny without the mic. So I got a mic. I'm gonna have to do something. There's cords upon cords upon cords upon cords, and it is driving me nuts. I cannot deal with all these fucking cords. I think I'm gonna have my husband do a bunch of. He's really good at wrapping up cords, and like, I think I'm gonna have him do that because this is gonna drive me nuts. Hear me same as before. Shut up. Look at this. Yeah, I'm gonna have him fuck with it because I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna let him deal with it. Cords on cords on cords on cords. Yeah, he's really good at wrapping cords. I'm gonna let him do it. Because I'm a fucking disaster. So I'm gonna let him do it. Can't beat this though. I got two braided cords for like $6. By the way, FYI, if you use a 3-foot cord, things charge quicker than a 10-foot cord. Fucking disaster. Well, yeah, that's because it was plugged in and I didn't turn it on. Because, like, if I do that now, you're not going to hear me because it's plugged in and it's not on. See? Oh, this is going to drive me nuts. All these fucking cords are going to drive me fucking batshit. But yeah, so we should be on Twitch tonight, like 2 in the morning. But we should be on Twitch. Don't change your subscription from one email to another. It sucked bad. Still waiting for 3 to expire so I can switch them over. What are you talking about? Waiting for 3 to expire. What does that mean? Right, but I get 10-foot cords reach further, but they also charge a lot slower. I need my shit done like ASAP. Like I am not a wait around type person. Like I want my shit to be done. I can get it off the charger quicker when that happens. This is a fucking disaster. This is driving me nuts. I'm gonna have to literally probably try to dick with this myself. That's weird. All right. Well, I've been live on here for 3 hours and 10 minutes. I'm going to go dick with these cords. And I'm probably going to get on Twitch for a hot minute. So I'm Ryan Lee TM on Twitch. I might not. I just might get on there for. I probably got like a 45 minutes. I could probably get a day or two done on my game. So if you guys want to follow me over, anybody who wants to follow me over on Twitch, we can talk on there still. But I think I'm going to try to get a day knocked out on my restaurant game. Come check out my restaurant game with me. It's pretty fun. And I will see you guys tomorrow for those of you who want to get out of here. So thanks for showing up. Appreciate you. And I'll see you tomorrow.